Hello, you guys. How's your night? How's your Monday going?
Monday night.
The beginning of the week, or Sunday, the beginning of the week.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Which one's the beginning of the week?
well,
That's gonna be my
the...
Roman Empire from now on.
Oh my god.
But yeah, what's new, everybody? How's life going? How has the rainy weather been?
Oh, I love it. I love the rainy weather.
It's too cold. It's too cold. My shoes have been getting wet.
Yeah.
So it's
It's like I like it, but when I'm inside my house, I don't know.
yes, I agree with that. You have the heater on and it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
But we got quite a few things to talk about. There's still no update with Nancy. Hashtag docs Christina Blazik 2024, please. What else? Oh, Derek Roses, the 13-year-old who confessed to stabbing his mother.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be tried in February to see whether he gets put in adult jail or not. He's only 13 years old. I think that's crazy that they do want to put him on.
Yeah,
Like
it is
over there.
crazy. I don't think they should, to be honest.
No, he's too young. And it's like the they need to reopen the case and like reevaluate that whether or not it is really him in that picture. Because I am faded as a motherfucker, that's why. But aside from that, they need to evaluate the picture because it did not look like him at all. It did not look like him at all.
He didn't. I hope that they did find stuff, because remember after, like, when they, like, I think they did the first trial, which he confessed, and then they asked, like, well, his lawyers asked to go back to the apartment, and the lawyer, like, the judge let them. So I hope they did find stuff, because apparently I've seen a TikTok, but I don't know if it's true because I haven't really seen pictures of it. But apparently, like, in one of the pictures, there was a phone and it belongs to the stepdad.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then, like, there's, like, little things that kind of don't match up. So basically, like, when he did the 911 call, they asked him, like, where's the weapon and stuff like that. And apparently he said that it was in one spot, but when they got there, it wasn't there. It was somewhere else.
Like where
So
somewhere
they're
else,
saying
like
that it
still
was
in the house?
like in the house, but not where he said he had left it. Uh-huh. So I'm like,
oh, I did see that you had put a Discord link, a TikTok link.
For him?
Yeah.
I think I did. Oh yeah, okay. Backstory. Wait, are you talking about the one with the stepdad?
Yeah.
Okay. So backstory, right? I had seen, and this is like when they had, like, when people were basically saying that it was a stepdad that had done it, because back over there where he's from, I kind of forgot where they're from, but where he's from, basically they said that his parents or his dad, like, died similar to the way that Derek's mom died, or basically got murdered, right?
Wait, his parents, like his mom and dad?
Yeah. It's either his parents, like both, or just the dad. But like one of the parents basically got murdered too, right? But they never solved the case. Like, that's still unsolved over there where they're from. right? So basically, there's this picture, which is the one that's on the TikTok, which we'll see right now. Basically, there's like scratches on his hands, and they were saying like, okay, like
Well,
if you put his like the way that like
the
his
account
parents
is
or the mom or dad.
private.
Wait, what?
The account is private.
No.
Account is private. But you know, hold on, let me see.
Can we search it up with like the?
I go here. You can kind of see it. It's my snipping tool. A handy dandy snipping tool. Ah! I need to scroll.
Oh, okay, so if like in the TikTok, it says the father of Frank Ramos died in Cuba, stabbed. Uh, what's descuartizamiento?
Descuartizamiento, like. I feel.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah,
I'm
he said
pretty sure.
beheaded, like, you know.
Yeah.
So, in the same circumstances that Irina, which is Derek's mom, they never found out who murdered Frank's father. And he came, like, basically he came to the US in 2014.
That's the same year his dad died?
I guess that's like a like the same year. Because I haven't found anything about that whole deal. Like, I tried to look it up and I couldn't find it at all.
Let's see. Am I putting sound on this? No. That's crazy. Hold on. Frank. That's death. You said Cuba, right?
Mm-hmm.
Escuchen lo que les pasó a los papás de Frank Ramos.
Que los investigadores del Departamento de Homicidio de Miami-Dade le investiguen la vida a él si él vivía en Cuba. ¿Quién era él en Cuba?
No, los padres de él murieron, como mismo murió Irina.
Y todo muy extraño porque nunca se supo por qué fue.
Nunca se supo.
Oye, viste, ahí hay otro crimen que cometió quizá. El tipo está loco. Hay que ver el comportamiento del señor, no sé hace cuánto llegó a Miami. En Cuba, ¿quién era?
Escuchen lo que les pasó a los papás de Frank Ramos.
Que los investigadores del Departamento de Homicidio de Miami-Dade le investiguen la vida a él si él vivía en Cuba. ¿Quién era él en Cuba?
No, los padres de él murieron, como mismo murió Irina.
Y todo muy extraño porque nunca se supo por qué
Oh.
fue.
Oye, viste, ahí hay otro crimen que cometió quizá. El tipo está loco. Hay que ver el comportamiento del señor, no sé hace cuánto llegó a Miami. En Cuba, ¿quién era?
Escuchen lo que les pasó.
So he's like saying that they should be investigating who he was in Cuba, and then a lady says his dad died the same way his Irina did, which was Derek Rose's mom.
Yeah. And like at the moment when we were like doing the whole deal, like it was kind of just like rumors, right?
Yeah.
But then there's more evidence now. Like, I mean, look at the scars. Like, those aren't like just some scars you get. Like, they're pretty deep.
But it's like,
which is crazy.
Wait, but this is supposed to be of like when his dad died.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So
Yeah.
Okay, like he showed that he had some physical evidence.
Yeah, and apparently, because basically people were like, okay, well, that's his left hand, right? Because it's like he's kind of holding the wheel like this. So it's his left hand. And it does say that he is a lefty. So that is his dominant hand.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it is a possibility that is when, he was like murdering his mom or dad or, well, yeah, whoever.
See this video. Says, ¿qué opinas de esto? Escuchen lo que les pasó a los papás de Frank Ramos. Says like, what do you guys think of this? Listen to what what happened to the parents of Frank Ramos.
Frank Ramos.
Que los investigadores
Escuchemos
del
esto, mi gente,
Departamento
muy
de Homicidio
importante.
de Miami-Dade le
Oh, it's the
investiguen
same
la vida de
thing.
él, si él
Sobre los
vivía
padres
en
de Frank
Cuba.
Ramos.
¿Quién era él en Cuba? ¿Cuánto?
It
No,
sounds
los padres de
clear.
él murieron como mismo murió Irina.
Y todo muy extraño porque nunca se supo por qué fue.
Nunca se supo.
Oye,
It's the same thing, but like it sounds clear.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, they should, cause really, like, is it not suspicious how a couple days later, not a couple days, like a month or two later, he moves in his whole ass family he had in Cuba over. He had a life savings insurance policy on her, and then the fucking like in this
That's
TikTok.
suspicious.
That's suspicious. That's fuck.
That's weird.
She ended like
That's
look. She
suspicious.
was holding the baby. She's had
That's
the baby.
suspicious. That's
It's
weird.
That's appalling. Hey,
Craziness. We gotta
It
keep
is.
up on this one when they do the trial.
yeah. Like I hope.
Crazy.
I hope that petition that people were filling out like goes through.
Yeah.
I really hope it does.
Well, I think they are gonna have a second chance, like, cause they did end up letting I think it was one of his lawyers
Yeah.
and a private investigator into the apartment after the first trial. So hopefully they found something, cause like they're good with that stuff. Like with the private investigators, I'm pretty sure they'll be able to like notice. But it did say that that private investigator did see that there was at least like 2 other people other than Derek.
That's yeah. I hope it goes. I hope, really hope,
I
because
hope so.
he's so young,
Pobrecito.
and yeah, like it does not look like him in the picture.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And the footstep that they found going away from the house, like it's not his footstep either. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's not.
And it's like he's only gonna have a little bit of blood on him. That also doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's
'Cause-
dumb.
How many times was she stabbed? She was stabbed multiple times, right?
Like 46?
That's a lot. Like, there's no way he was just gonna have a little bit of blood on him, and just his hands. Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. I hope they do reopen this case and do a better investigation.
Yeah. Well, I hope he gets justice in, what is it, March, right?
February,
February.
yes. Oh, there's this Brett Rockman? Brockman? I don't know if I say that correctly.
Have you ever brought Martina up to your mom since the time she beat her?
Do you know who Brett Brockman is? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bratman Rock. Oh, it's Bratman Rock.
Is it?
It's something around
Oh, yeah, Bratman. Yeah.
Bratman.
Bratman Rock. Yeah.
It's like a tongue twister.
It is.
What the fuck was I saying? I don't know. Anyways,
Oh my god.
He's a beauty influencer. If you guys who might not know, he is a beauty influencer. I find him very entertaining. And then I came across the story and I don't know, I found it entertaining. But then I came across another YouTube video that was discussing this video and they had opposite feelings towards the video than what I did. So I wanna talk about it and have a discussion. Yeah. I think I said that twice, but yeah.
Beat the shit out of her.
Oh yeah, Martina, by the way, is my dad's mistress.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was just the name that I gave her on the book. So what had happened was my mom called one day, and she was like, "Oh, how's the maid?" And I was like, "Oh, she's cute." Like the mom and dad is always kissing.
Was the maid like just like a cover up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mom, my mom, my brother, and my sister were all in Hawaii, and my dad and I was in the Philippines because he was like, "You gotta leave the middle child behind just in case you cheat on me."
Yeah.
And he hired this maid who he told my mom was a lesbian. She was not a lesbian.
Yeah.
And one day my mom called and she was like, "How's the maid?" And I was like, "She's lovely. Dad's always kissing her, and they sleep together. Like they're actually massaging each other right now." And I was like 7 at the time.
Oh,
so
I know your
what the
dad was
fuck I
like, "Yo,
saying.
snitching ass."
I didn't know I was snitching, but I'm glad I did.
Yeah, of course.
A week later, my mom shows up. I'm eating oatmeal. Martina's cooking fish. I'm eating oatmeal at the table. She comes in. She grabs the pan, dumps it on her, boiling oil, dumps it on her, and it's all over her, like here, and her hands are like boiling. Like literally, she's like,
and that's what she f***ing get.
And the floor is oily, right? And my mom knocks her out, grabs her by the hair, and drags her right out of the house. And she was not done yet. And nobody stopped my mom because everyone like literally looked like they saw a ghost.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
She didn't tell anybody who she was coming in.
She
pulled up. She pulled up on a bitch.
Scene.
And she dragged her about like 200 meters out in the neighbor, like literally, and all the neighbors saw this whole thing happen. So if people ever thought I was making shit up in the book, ask my neighborhood, bitch. We all saw that whole thing happen. Like,
and your mom beat her down in front of the community.
Yeah, and our roads back home is like filled with like manure, like shit, like glass. And she stood up, like she literally looked like a new person. like it was like
your mom gave her a facial reconstruction.
Yeah.
Okay. I found it entertaining. But then the video I had watched, it really made me think. I was like, did his mom commit assault? Yes. Did she disfigure a woman? Yes. Apparently the mom also in his book, I guess, he also says that his mom hired a hitman for his dad, and was like, me or her.
What?
So it's
like
just
for the
like
hitman to kill either her or the mistress?
Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
Damn. What the hell? I mean, that lady has like, we need to take notes.
Yeah. It's I don't know, but the YouTube video I watched was like basically that this woman should be basically in jail. Yeah, around those
The
nights.
mom?
Yeah, because she did disfigure a woman, and she was also like criticizing people for finding it funny or like being like, that's a badass bitch, or like hyping her up for what she did.
Yeah.
Because it's like you did this just disfigure a lady for the rest of her life. And yeah, it's gonna be like you impose trauma on this lady too. But I feel like they kind of sympathize a little bit too much with the mistress, because I feel like the lady knew the guy had a wife.
For sure. I mean,
And
the
it's-
kid's there.
Yeah, and it's like you're gonna act like she didn't know what she was doing, because she also tried to kind of like say that, oh, like this is probably him trying to use his power over her because he is a employer and she's just a maid. But it's just like you have ladies who know what the fuck they're doing, and they're gonna go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh my god, no, sir, you're married. No, no, there's no way.
Yeah.
It's it's crazy. I don't
So what
know.
you're saying is that you think that what she did was like reasonable, basically?
I don't know because I am conflicted in the fact that she did make give this lady trauma. They made that point there, like, yeah, this lady's gonna have trauma for the rest of her life. But also,
Okay,
I
but think
don't
about
doubt
it
the
like in the
lady.
whole, like you have a family too, right? I think she did the right thing. I am going all for it. I think she did the right thing, even if she fucked up a woman,
Uh-huh.
disfiguring her, whatever. Like maybe there's other ways to get your point across, right?
That's true.
But like to be honest, like that's her
She knew
house.
she knew what she was doing. She had it coming.
Yeah, that's her house. Her kid is there, 7-year-old kid. Like once that shit happens, like in the house with my kid, like all laws are out the wall. Like I don't give a fuck what's happening. Like, what do you mean? Like you knew what you were doing. So did the guy. I mean, I wish you would have done something to the guy too.
Yes, she should have thrown some oil down his pee for sure.
Yes. But
Equality,
like
man.
they
You did it
both
to
are
her, do it
grown
to him.
people. Exactly. They're both are grown people who know what the fuck is happening, who know what the fuck they're doing. Like just deal with the consequences at the end of the day, you know?
I don't know.
Like if she wanted
They
to
can
do it,
go
what
to jail
like
for that.
so? That's the dumb
You,
part too. Like I mean, like disrespect her in her own house. Like I don't know. That's too much.
what do y'all think
I
about
mean,
it?
you're like I don't want to say nothing.
I don't know, cause I do know I would go crazy on David.
Mhm.
I know for sure.
But what about the girl? Like if the girl was well aware that you were existing, like what would happen?
I think I'd rather make her life mentally miserable.
I mean, you could get in trouble for that too, technically.
Now if you do it like little by little, like
But isn't
at
this
a
also in the?
distance,
He's from the
it's
Philippines, no?
harassment. Yeah,
Isn't like shit different over there? Like laws and all that?
yeah, that could be it. Why she didn't go to jail?
What if like in their tradition, like that's like a major like disrespect towards the girl? You know, like
Well, I mean, if that is part of their
I mean,
tradition, then I'd
regardless
be
it
okay
is.
with it.
Yeah, like regardless it is, but like
Yeah,
I don't know, like I mean, she didn't go to jail. I say go for it because I mean, I can't really tell like her, oh no, you should have done this, like, cause I mean, at that
lo
point,
que
like, I
pasó
don't
ya
even think
pasó.
I know. Yeah, but not just that. Like, for example, right now we could be saying something, but when it actually happens, like, I don't
It's
think we'll
like
be
we
able
don't
to
know.
control it.
Yeah, we never know
Yeah,
what we will do until the moment comes.
exactly. Like, it could be all calm right now and be like, no, I won't do anything, and then like the
The
day
time
comes and you boil water and throw that shit down, like, you know,
I
you're like,
think
we
which
can't
was
say.
worse, hot oil or boiling water?
Probably the oil.
Oh, crispy
Like
skin.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, crispy skin. I'm pretty sure both
Can
leave
you say
scars,
hello?
but I don't know. I bet you she won't do that again though.
Oh, that's girl. She stayed with the dad. She kept the dad.
The mistress?
Yep, the dad chose the
That's
mistress.
crazy.
The dad chose the mistress.
That's crazy. That's crazy. People are dumb.
I was like,
But like
wow,
they
she
say,
was,
sometimes it attracts,
yeah.
That's
I
funny.
wonder, like, what was it like? I want, I wonder if the dad like. Okay, so I think the dad already passed away too. Um,
Hmm.
I don't think the mom killed him though. I don't think the mom killed him. Um, but apparently, wait, no, yeah. What was I going with this? Oh, I was thinking that maybe what if the dad were like, if you were to ask the dad, why did you cheat on your wife? If he would have responded, it was like, cause she's a crazy bitch. Is because you gotta be a little psychotic to want to do that stuff and
Yeah.
give no fucks to be like, I'm taking you down, bitch.
Oh my god. That's true.
And it's like you kind of have to be like, oh, she kind of was. You kind of got a point there, sir. But then the mistress knew. She knew what she. There's no way that lady did not know what she was doing.
She knew what she was
She
doing.
kind of put herself a bit in that situation because it's like you never know how people are gonna react.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, you're going into someone's house, disrespecting their house, disrespecting their
Yeah.
family. And it's just
Yup.
like, it could have been avoided.
It could have. Definitely. That's what I'm saying. Like, you fuck around and you find out. At this point, she fucked around and she found out like a crazy ass bitch behind.
Oof, dude, that just sucks, though. That just sucks. Ladies, take warning if you do that stuff. Even guys, don't be like that. Just, somebody might throw something at you and you might not like it. Or in some cases, some people end up dead because of those situations. This lady was lucky. I would say she's lucky because his mom is willing to do that and like supposedly hire an assassin to kill the dad. That lady will cross a whole lot of lines,
Damn right.
and it's just like, is it really worth your life over that? I don't know. But I found both videos very interesting. Because I was like I said, the first one I was like, oh, it's very entertaining, and then the other one was like, oh, they kind of have a point. But at the same time, I was
Yeah.
like, if you don't find it entertaining, you're not gonna find that entertaining. This kind of stuff, like this story, and also like I
Yeah.
found it entertaining because he is an entertaining person himself, and the way he tells stories, it's
Very good.
it's very entertaining.
Yeah.
But I liked it. Let's see. There was another one. Oh, I wanted to look more into this. Not that one. In Colorado, some newspapers apparently had gone missing, and like it's on TikTok. I saw and this lady talks about it more. That like these newspapers like all got stolen from this one little town. I guess it's like a little town in Colorado. Because like how do you have so many newspapers go missing at once? By the way, they they were it looks like the papers were stolen because there was a story on there about how a girl was sexually assaulted in a cop's home, and then
Uh-huh.
like it looks like they were trying to cover it up, and it's not just any cop, it's this
Oh,
chief sergeant
damn.
or just chief.
Y'all, this is insane. Someone in Colorado stole all of the newspapers out of this newspaper box, and this was the front cover of that newspaper. So apparently an article was written in a newspaper in Uray County by Plain Dealer. It was about these three men who had allegedly RAPED'd a girl inside of the police chief's house, and One of them was the stepson of the police chief. I believe 2 of them were 18 or older at the time, and the police chief's son was 17. So they put the newspapers in the little box thing and woke up, and they were all gone but one. They put this statement out on their website, and they said, I'll leave it up to you to draw your own conclusions on which story they didn't want you to read. Also had said this, and they believed whoever did it had put 4 quarters in and then took all of the newspapers out. But apparently the police there said they found out who did it, and it's no one that is related to the case at all. So I don't know about that, but the story in the newspaper was talking about a 17-year-old girl who had told an investigator that back in May she was at the police chief's house with his stepson and some other people. They were having a party. The victim told authorities that she had passed out from being drunk, and when she woke up, the police chief's stepson was on top of her, and she was unclothed, and when she tried to fight back and get him off of her, he restrained her, and then him and another guy drug her into the bathroom, and that's when they repeatedly... A third person was also accused. They did not participate, but they also did not help to prevent this from happening. This is so heartbreaking because it allegedly happened inside of a police chief's house while he was there sleeping, and the victim said that she was screaming because it was so painful and her tooth actually got chipped. I guess she passed out after this horrible thing happened to her. She said she woke back up around 4:30 a.m. on the bathroom floor. She said that she was unable to find her clothes, so she grabbed a sweatshirt off of the floor, and it ended up being the police chief's. Evidence collected through an essay examination determined a match for 2 of the suspects. First, they were calling her a pathological liar, but then they admitted to having sex with her. Oh, and I guess the person that had stolen the newspapers brought them back in a big garbage bag. Prayers that justice is served.
At the end, the newspapers were returned.
Damn. That's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they went like out of their way to fucking to get all the newspapers.
Yeah, just to cover it up. It kind of reminded me of last week's. Was it last week's Preston? Lord, you know how like all the goons, the Goonies.
Oh yeah.
Gilbert Goonies, something like that. It kind of reminded me of that part, like how they're affluent teens because their parents have like businesses and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And look, this kid, well, not a kid no more. He was 17 at the time of the crime. The stepson. It's insane.
Yeah.
She had been yeah, I guess I would try to say because either she was drugged or she willingly, because the way they phrase it here is saying it seems like, oh wait, it says a suspect. Oh, it was a suspects. Had been drinking and using drugs on the day of the alleged crime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she was drugged. She was going in and out of consciousness, but that she had not taken any drugs.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking 17-year-olds.
That's crazy. I know.
You see, those should have been tried as adults, not a 13-year-old. You also have a lot of predators in the jail, so...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing anymore. So they apparently have a suspect, but they will not disclose until a citation is handed down.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? So unless like someone lets them, like that they're not gonna like say anything until like they're told to?
I don't know.
The paper said the person is not related to Woods or the 3 accused rapists. So the suspect isn't even initially one of the ones who the girls are saying it is. That's crazy. So all of a sudden they found somebody who's not one of them.
That's for the newspaper, no?
No, it says a suspect was identified according to the newspaper. However, the suspect's identity will not be disclosed until a citation is handed down. The paper said the person is not related to Woods or the 3 accused rapists. So not related to them.
No, I know, but are they talking about the newspapers being stolen or the
people who they
sexual stuff?
No, so they're saying that these people, the ones who did the sexual assault, are the ones who stole the newspaper. Because they didn't want it to get out that it took place in the house of a police chief.
No, but I thought it just said that like the newspaper said that the ones that stole the newspaper was not like nobody that was basically related to the 3 people who did the assault, the sexual assault.
About that.
So basically, like the 3 people who like sexually assaulted her are one, and then the person who stole the newspaper is like a whole different person who's not related to the 3 people.
Oh, I was reading it as a dude who assaulted them. But
Yeah, that's I'm confused. That's I'm like but I think I don't know. Wait, which one? What are you reading? Oh, from the TikTok. Okay.
Oh no, I'm reading from this newspaper. This article.
Oh, okay. Can you send it?
I'll be sending it. I'll send it on Discord.
Thank you. Wrong one.
All of our newspaper racks in Ore and all but one rack in Ridgeway were hit by a thief who stole all the newspapers. From what we know so far, it seems this person put in 4 quarters and took all the papers at these racks. It's pretty clear that someone didn't want the community to read the news this week. The newsletter continued. I'll leave it up to you to draw your own conclusions on which story they didn't want you to read. So they're indirectly saying who they think it was. And I agree. And I think they're just because if they work for the cops, you're not gonna tell me they might not find some like random person on the street that they can be like, you're gonna say you took the newspapers.
Yeah.
So they could be setting somebody up.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Ay.
Damn.
People of power
Yeah,
abusing.
so basically like the person who stole the paper is not like has nothing to do with the 3 people.
Yeah.
Or Woods. So basically I guess Woods is the cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has nothing to do, but they're not giving out information about it yet. But yeah, you're right. They might be like setting up somebody. Or like they just might have somebody like, okay, like you're gonna say you did it, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I hope those girls get justice though.
Yeah, I hope so too. Well, I mean, didn't they say that they shot DNA of them in her?
Yeah,
or something like
they
that?
have evidence. They have pure evidence.
Yeah. So they're good.
Yeah, but
Or
no,
she's
in some
good.
cases, they don't. These people are ridiculous,
Mm-hmm.
and will blame her because like they'll try to be like, well, why was she there?
What did you take? Are you lying?
Yeah, they could try to be like, were you boy crazy? Cause no, never know.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hopefully she does get justice.
Yeah, hopefully she does. I'm sure she will.
It's insane. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. Have you been seeing the stuff about Gypsy Rose?
No, I haven't. You know what? What is new with Miss Gypsy Rose?
A
Our
lot. Like,
America's
okay.
beloved psycho killer. Or not
Psycho
psycho.
bitch.
Manipulative killer.
Manipulative a lot. A lot. Okay.
Victim or
So,
not victim?
I know you haven't watched the act. Okay.
No.
I know you have. So I'm gonna tell you how they basically made it seem, right?
Oh, you know. Oh, hold
So,
on. Wait.
uh-huh.
I think I know why I don't want to watch the act. Cause there was an
Why?
I thought about it because I saw the trailer with like Zoe King. She's crying, but the way she ugly, it's like I don't know. It looks so ugly and like a little bit disturbing that it kind of scared me. I think that's why
Oh,
I'm just like
yeah,
that. Look like it looks too real to be too scary like that,
it is.
and
Like,
I'm just like, oh,
I'm glad I watched it, but it's those type of shows that like you watch once and never rewatch, you know?
okay,
But okay, so you know how like they were kind of famous and they would get like free stuff here and there from like,
yeah,
like a house, a car,
mhm,
trips, all of that, right?
mhm,
Okay. So they would do interviews because they would want to see who they're giving their stuff to, and obviously like they would go and do interviews like the mom, Didi and Gypsy, right?
yeah,
So apparently like Gypsy and Didi would always be holding hands. And I guess like obviously like they would question also Gypsy about certain things, what she liked or how she liked the trip or stuff like that.
yeah,
And apparently Gypsy said that once in a while, like if she were to say something that I guess her mom didn't want her to say,
uh huh,
she would like nudge her or like squeeze her hand gently so that like, like I mean they were already holding hands,
like to
but
be like,
obviously it was
watch what
like a
you
call of
say.
attention. Yeah. And there's been like there was another one. So like last time we saw the one interview where like Gypsy was kind of like looking at her husband like what the fuck?
Yeah,
But there was another TikTok that she did that, but more obvious. Like
really?
she was holding her hand. Yeah, like she was holding his hand
Uh
y le
huh.
aprieta la mano. Like she literally like squeezes her hand. And he's like it's so weird because like he was talking normally. Once she squeezes his hand, he like goes like, "Oh, what the fuck," you know? Like I must shut up now. I'm done. Let
Hold
me see if I
on.
can find it.
I've tried to find it too.
But it was so weird. So they were saying that obviously
It's
like
hard though.
Oh wait,
I
I
don't
think
know if she said it. I think she has, but she says that she has like
We're in a group of
learned from her mom on
yeah.
certain things. Uh-huh. Oh
I
yeah, I
found.
think it is that one.
Hold on. Let me put this in the chat. I can't touch that one. Yeah, I'll put it in the Discord too. Gypsy Rose, if I said something I wasn't supposed to, she squeezed my hand. Gypsy doing what her mom did to her husband.
friends. You know, if I said something that I wasn't supposed to, she'd squeeze my hand. And I know.
It's hard though. It's hard to do, but you can do it.
Oh, I went from 19 to 32. Jeez, God, I got old so quick. How did that happen?
You never went to school either.
She was like,
We're in a group of friends.
It's hard though. It's hard to do.
I feel
but
bad
you can
for
do it.
him because do you see his face?
Oh, I went
It's
from
that
19 to 32. Jeez, God, I got old so quick. How did that happen?
You never went to school either.
You know, if I said something that I wasn't supposed to.
Does she say shut up?
Yeah, I heard right?
It sounds like he said shut up. Like
Went to school either.
it
Went to
sounds.
school either. Went to school either.
Oh, I hear it.
Went to school either. Went to school either. Went to school
She
either.
says shut up. She
to
says
school
shut
either.
up.
Wow.
And
You know, if I
Look
said
at his
something that I
face. He
wasn't
just goes like, looks down.
then he looks defeated right there.
I know.
It's hard to do, but you can do it.
Oh, I went from 19 to 32. Jeez, God, I got old so quick. How did that happen?
You never went to school either.
Oh, you see, this one also caught
It's
it.
hard to do, but you can do it.
Oh, there's another
It's
one.
hard to do.
Mm. Being followed back. Oh.
Hi Gypsy, what's it like to be free? How you doing?
To like to be free. Oh, look at her shoes. She's laying with them heels.
Like to be
Damn,
free.
girl.
How you doing?
Dude, those are tall just to go out like grocery shopping. Okay, wait. I didn't realize. Okay, so she. It looks like the same outfit that she was wearing. I guess she's just wearing the same jacket, but different shoes.
No, I think they went shoe shopping, no? That day?
Hi Gypsy, what's it like to be free?
I don't know. So she walked out with the shoes?
I think so.
Or did she look for shoes in
What are
there?
you going shopping for, Gypsy?
I don't know. I remember she like
New
went
shoes.
shoe
What's that
shopping.
shoes
Oh,
you're gonna get?
shoes.
She went somewhere
Said new
else.
shoes. Oh, I guess her feet must have been hurting. Yeah.
Oh, probably.
Hi Gypsy,
Oh,
what's
yeah,
like
there you go.
Interesting.
Very.
Oh wait, are they?
Have y'all seen this? Look,
That we compare their faces to the mom and him, huh?
Yeah.
that's
we
Dee
did.
Dee.
So that's. Do you guys see this? Someone
see
put
it.
on all three of you look alike. That's
Oh.
rude. That's rude.
But it's true.
About this, I'm gonna be nice right now.
Oh my god. Why?
That's rude. Oh my god! So but y'all three look like trip. Oh, that's. I'm gonna see the comments to this. You share the same nose as them. Worry about growing your baby's hair. At that big age, you should have hair and not look like an elderly man. I want to look at their child now. And then no more baby pictures.
Maybe it's
We're gonna go back.
Have y'all seen this? Look, that's Dee Dee Blanchard. And this is Gypsy Rose's husband. I mean, they say that we end up with people that look like they could be our sibling or look like one of our parents. But damn. Now, see, I'm the type of person that I gotta like overanalyze everything. So I'm like, is there something psychological here? Like, you know, she's always talking about how she regrets what happened and she feels really bad. So does this have something to do with what happened to her mom or what's going on here? Because, I mean, if you put glasses and some stubble on Dee Dee, that's this dude right here. I mean, y'all might not think so, but I think they look so much alike. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure he's a very nice guy. I know he's a special education teacher from Louisiana.
I know he loves her. I know she loves him. I'm very, very, very happy for Gypsy Rose that she found somebody, that she's out of prison, that she can hopefully live a normal, happy, healthy life. But they just look so much alike. I just find it interesting. What do y'all think?
Mi primer día.
That's funny.
Definitely funny. But I see the resemblance. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I see it.
Oh, what the fuck? Gypsy talks about the first time having sex with her husband.
Having sex for the
Oh my god.
first time.
I wonder which one of the two songs they chose. Was it the what was it? Rock in my body? No.
Rock your body, no?
I don't remember.
Rock with you?
Rock with you.
Yeah, because I'm like, I sang a Michael Jackson song that's literally called Rock with You.
Oh, and the other one was like more like a ballad. It wasn't like an intense
More
song. It's like,
chill.
it was so chill. It
The
was
hand movements, though. The hand movements.
the hip movement, girls. The hip movement. That shit was like,
Yup.
it's like, sir.
Sir, stop it. You're not
It's
supposed
it's legit what Enrique Iglesias wanted to do with the floor, for sure.
Oh my god, that shit was embarrassing. I got secondhand embarrassed. Did you see him trying to sing?
Hold on. Here, I'll play for you guys.
Literally just like Elmo.
Tipping $1,000 at world's rudest restaurant.
Why is it doing that?
Go away. I'm just trying to ignore.
Oh my god. I never saw that reference. Oh, this one. This one's her.
Oh, the floor. No.
I want to see the close-ups of that, like, how did he look close up doing that?
Embarrassing. Hear me out.
Because, like, did it look like he was not just... Ooh. It sounds so bad. That's interesting. That was
Oh, I
interesting.
found
for sure.
a close-up.
Oh, you found a close-up?
I found
It has to look more ridiculous.
Oh. It does. I'm posting it here.
Profile. I think he's trying to be like Shakira.
How?
He's like, my hips don't lie. To me.
Well, look at that.
It's like, I too can move my hips.
That's just funny. Too funny. Too funny. Fourth floor.
With your
Fourth
husband.
floor.
Was it everything?
Won't be able to do whatever Bobby Brown does. It's Bobby Brown, right?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, Rock With You, Bobby Brown. I'll put the song in the ¿cómo se llama? Chat.
Oh my lord.
You expected it to be? Were you nervous? Were you like, obviously you're so connected, y'all are, you know, you're married, right?
Right.
But you've never got to experience a closeness like most
Right.
couples. So what,
Right.
you know, like how was that for the first time?
It was so sweet. And
Yeah.
like I have a past of sexual abuse. So I was molested when I was 9 by my grandfather. And then in my relationship with Nick, there was some sexual abuse. It was just a very toxic relationship. So coming from a place where I never had a sex life, I never felt safe. It was like being used and abused, one person after another. So with Ryan, he didn't say, "Oh, we have to have sex the first night." It was like, if you want to, let it happen naturally. Because I was like trying to plan everything, and I was so nervous. I'm like, what happens if he doesn't like the way I look, or you know, I'm nervous about just being naked too, because I have scars on my body, and so in prison, it's not like he got to see me before he married me. So you know, they say, you know, you gotta drink the milk before you buy the cow. And that didn't happen for us. So I was extremely nervous. But then like within like 10 minutes, I was like, okay, this is happening. And I felt totally comfortable and totally safe.
Having sex for the first time with your husband, was it everything you
Interesting.
Very.
I wanna. Oh, this is the one where she says the D is fire.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least she's happy, right? She's like.
I mean, she might be, but she's like manipulating the guy.
I guess we'll have to. Have to see how it goes later on then, because
I find out that
so is she gonna be like America's sweetheart serial killer? Not serial killer, killers.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? I wanna see where she where she talks about Nicholas.
Wait, about what?
Nicholas.
But what does she say?
She's like, I didn't do the killing. He did.
One thing you've been very open about is your relationship with Nick. You mentioned the abuse. You mentioned just kind of, you know, some of his dark desires. Something that really bothered me when I was watching the act is he comes across a little sympathetic towards the end. They highlight his autism. Do you have any thoughts about that? And despite what Nick did to you and your mother, do you have any empathy for him being in prison and what he has gone through?
You know, I think that we both, him and I both have a lot of regrets. You know, obviously I wish that this would have never happened this way. Now for him specifically, you know, I did my time. I know he's doing his time for his part of things. You know, I hope that whatever he does with his future, because he is spending the rest of his life in prison, I acknowledge that I am the reason for that. However, I don't feel either that it's a situation where it's a sympathetic type of situation. And I mean, the reason why I say that is because in my past relationships, I've had 2 relationships since I've been incarcerated. And each one of my exes and even my husband is like, baby, if you would have asked me that question, if you would have said, hey, can you kill my mom to get me out of this situation, they would have said no. Okay, no, we're not doing that. Let's go to the police. Let's go to the police. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of this situation, but let's go to the authorities. All right, and we're gonna do this the right way. He did not. Nick did not say that. You know, he has these dark fantasies. He wanted to do it. It was a fantasy he lived out, and he's paying the consequences for that. So with that being said, you know, it's neither here nor there, in my opinion, what I think of the situation. It's just, it is what it is.
You said that the police is going to believe your mom and send you home with her.
Or have you
That's what
relived
you
that
said.
night
So
over and
he was
over in
like,
your
oh.
head?
I want to mute this lady.
I don't associate myself as a murderer because if you think about it, yes, I had a part to play in it. I asked Nick for help. And how that conversation started was, you know, he was saying that he would protect me from anyone. I said anyone. He said yes. I said even my mother. He said yes. And then the plan kind of formed from there. But he's the one that did the actual kill, not me. I can't kill anyone. That's why he's in trouble to begin with, because he's the one that did it. So when they say I'm a murderer, I don't identify as that. I'm an accessory. Absolutely. Yes, I did that. I am an accessory to murder. However, that doesn't define me. I did my sentence. I did my part, you know, I did what the judge wanted me to do. Now that that's over, let me live my life. Let me reinvent myself. Give me a chance. Yeah. Because before I didn't even have that chance to begin with.
One thing you've been very
I didn't like that last part where she was like that she did her time, and because so like that's what she I guess that she doesn't identify as a murderer, but I guess because she didn't do the killing. But I feel like people with twists, like people who are like pedos, would try to use that same type of logic to be like, well, I did the time. Like, I'm no longer that. I didn't like that. I don't know. It's craziness. Oh, is it still playing for you? I'm assuming yes.
Will you stop the video, no?
Yeah, because I finished.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I finished. What did you think about this
crazy. I don't know. The more stuff that I hear, the more kind of like crazy she seems to me. Because I get it, like she technically didn't like stab her mom, but like she was twisted enough to like have somebody do it.
Oh, there's a video I saw that pointed out that Nick in his interview says that he stabbed the mom a couple of times. Like, I forgot, he said like he said like he gives I think an exact amount of times he stabs her or something like that. But then when it comes to the autopsy, they say that like the mom was killed like over 40 something times, I think, if I remember correctly. Somebody can correct me on that, but I think I'm right. So a TikTok I watched, it was a TikTok I watched, and they said right there that because Gypsy says that she was in the bathroom shaving her legs. If you remember that she says that.
Yeah.
That she was shaving her legs while Nicholas was in the room killing her mom because she was also too scared. And they insinuate that instead of her really shaving her legs, because what about she shaved her legs ahead of time or something, and she just told him that as an excuse to like make him like a pendejo, like just like he's too stupid to know, basically, that she knew that he's too stupid to know. No, not stupid, but that he wouldn't think that she's not shaving her legs in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So they think that maybe she's the one who like overstepped her mom. And he
Maybe.
doesn't, and the only reason he says that she never went in there in the room where her mom was at dead is because he wholeheartedly believed she was shaving her legs.
Yeah.
And
You
maybe
know,
that's
like
like,
talking about the interviews, I did see an interview about her. I think it was before she got out of jail, for sure, right? Because I think she still had like the the jail clothes, right? But basically she was saying that she had a code with
a
Nicholas, the
code,
guy, right? Yeah.
like Morse code.
So no, like a code, like a word, like some sort of code. Like they don't say it. I don't think she says it, but basically she said that they had a code so
Yeah.
that like when he was finished murdering her, he was gonna say the code and then basically she could come out. But the crazy thing is that she talks about that. Okay, so the guy has multiple personalities, right?
Yes.
And apparently the one that killed the mom was like Victor or Vector, something with the V, right? So apparently like she was talking to like the personality that was gonna kill the mom. And so she was basically saying like, "Oh, well, I want you to kill her this way." Like she was telling Nick, how to do it. And apparently Nick was like, "Well, here are my conditions. Like I want to kill her with a knife, like I want to stab her." And he's like, "And afterwards, I want to R her." And apparently Gypsy was like, "Oh no, like you could kill her with the knife, but you can't do that to her." And so basically he's like, "No, like these are my turns. If not, like he won't do it."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, like I'm not gonna let you do that to my mom. Like killing her would be fine, but not the second part, right?" So then he's like, "Well, it's either you or her." And she's like, "Okay, well then you could do that to me." But then I was like, "Wait, okay. Like I don't know if you remember, but last time when we talked about this, we did see a video where he was eating like a brownie,
Oh yeah.
and like she said something along the lines like, "Oh, you're eating the brownie right now, and then you're gonna eat me." I don't think somebody
So cringy.
like who's gonna be like, or like somebody like tells you, like they're gonna do that shit to you, like they're gonna be so calm about that.
That's why I wonder, like, when did that video take place? Like, because she makes it sound. I think I know which video you're talking about, where the prison clothes. She talks about that.
Uh-huh.
Because she makes it sound like he forced her to do it, and
Yeah.
but then that's why I wonder, like, that video, like, where was that video taken at? Because from my understanding, it was taken at a motel. And in the prison video, she makes it sound like his assault to her took place over there in her house. Like, that's how it made it sound, like that he like they did it right after the killing at her house. But then this video is like, is it in her house or is it outside at a motel? Like, where did that
But
video
I
take
don't even
place?
think they had any time at her house though, because I remember that like they basically had a couple, like they had it timed to
Oh,
like a
so
T. Remember? Because I remember that she said something about like that they only had a certain amount of time because she had posted something on Facebook, basically saying like, "Oh, the bitch is dead," and basically that like like I'm gonna rape her daughter or whatever.
yeah.
So like they basically had to get out of there because they're like, "Oh, our neighbors are gonna come and basically try to like see what's happening."
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Is it the striped one or is it the? No, it's the khaki prison outfit, right?
How long have you been here now?
I don't remember, to be honest. Let's
Gypsy Rose could end up back in trouble, and let me tell you why. In this clip I'm about to show you, Gypsy Rose talks about her guilty plea after getting out of prison.
I don't associate myself as a murderer because if you think about it, yes, I had a part to play in it. I asked Nick for help. And how that conversation started was, he was saying that he would protect me from anyone. I said anyone. He said yes. I said even my mother. He said yes. And then the plan kind of formed from there. But he's the one that did the actual kill, not me. I can't kill anyone. That's why he's in trouble to begin with, because he's the one that did it. So when they say I'm a murderer, I don't identify as that.
She admits to pleading guilty, but now claims innocence, shifting the blame to Nicholas. I believe Gypsy made a mistake by participating in numerous interviews, a docu-series, and a reality TV show, especially considering her parole status. If I were Gypsy's friend, I would have advised her to give only one interview upon returning home. In that interview, she could acknowledge her guilt, express a commitment.
I think it might be this one.
Mothers with Munchausen by proxy, and I say mothers because
Oh, this is like, it's a 10-minute video.
say something's terribly wrong. You've got to figure out what it is, and the doctor does a bunch of tests and then says, "We can't find anything wrong." Instead of being like a normal parent, oh, phew, I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you for reassuring me. These mothers will be upset. What do you mean nothing's wrong?
Is it just mothers or are there dads who do this? I'm wondering.
Fifth opinion. These people are not insane. They are exceedingly calculated. They plan, they hide the behavior, they go to great lengths to maintain that they're right.
It seems so exhausting to do. Does it not? Like to try to like pretend and like, I guess, not let people see your true colors. Is this part of the act or is this not? I don't think it is.
When perpetrators of Munchausen syndrome by proxy finally get the diagnosis they've been searching for, they almost have well, and you can almost see the gratification.
My mother knew no knowledge of
Is this Nicholas? I think this is Nicholas.
the relationship was filled with me having to sneak around.
With Nick, Gypsy's having
It is Nick.
kind of a dual life here. She's maintaining a relationship with Nick, but also still gratifying her mother. But there's going to be a ultimate conflict as to what's more important to her.
With my mother, I could lie and think nothing of it. But this was a really big secret.
The conflict of just being inherently strangled. And
Oh wait, I want to go back to that.
conflict of
I wish this is what she sent him. Oh, she was going under as Emma Rose. I wish I could know what a real kiss feels like. I wish I could experience a touch of romance. And he says, "You will be able to touch me. It's only a matter of time though, honey." It's still cheesy. A bit wee bit cheesy, no? If you plan to continue, please ensure that the content owner has added your channel to their allow list. What? I guess I can't fully play this for YouTube. We are on YouTube also, and YouTube apparently is a pain in the butt. Apparently it says I can't play this full video. Or I have to be on their allow list.
Handcuffs and a dog leash.
Oh, I want to know about the...
With him or experience. And so it's like I always bring it back to that curse where I'm like, I believe it's true.
Oh, that curse she mentions, she thinks like her mom put a curse on her for that she'll never find love. Hold on.
And so it's like relationships. 2019. They leave me. I just think it's true because it's like every time I get close to someone, they leave me.
I'm amazed like how much her hair has grown out.
In prison.
Because I would have thought she had like follicle damage or something, and it would have like grown out not great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm honestly gonna say I thought her hair would grow back like Golem's,
I had so much to learn about relationships.
but I've been proven wrong.
And he left me. And it broke my heart. And so it's like I always bring it back to that curse where I'm like, I believe it's true. He never wanted me to find love or be happy. I do have mixed emotions about not.
Is that her dad?
With a father around.
Oh, that is her dad.
So many things that I
Yeah.
wish that I could have experienced.
I wish I can play this full video, or else we.
Experienced in general. But I look at my sister, and I look at all the things that my sister got.
Oh, that's her stepmom.
Yeah, her stepmom and her sister. Or stepsister?
Hey, did they actually ever like visit her in prison or no?
Yeah. There's
Yeah, they
pictures
did.
of like the dad and the stepmom in like prison.
Oh, prison with her.
Yeah.
Teach her how to ride a bike. All the things that I never got to. And it hurts.
Do you think they did it for the publicity? That because supposedly that they never followed up with the mom. We talked about that last week that well, it could have been because the mom kept taking her away from them, like moving away.
Yeah. I don't know, to be honest. It might
Oh,
be
the dad
because
has
of
a black
publicity.
guy right there.
Oh yeah.
Look, he has a black guy. I wonder if it was because of Dee Dee.
You capture
Or some other-
everything.
Other to guide me like a real parent should. But I do feel like my father doesn't want to tell me what to do because I have been told what to do my whole life. And I know that he wants me to make my own choices.
Nice. What else? I don't think no, I didn't find that one we were talking about.
I mean, we could talk about the Laci Peterson.
Oh yeah. Do you guys hear Scott Peterson is gonna be retried? I guess is it retrial? I'm assuming so. The LA Innocent Project team is taking on his case to see whether or not he really is guilty of murdering his 8-month-old pregnant wife back in December of 2022. I was listening to like a lot of like I was basically just listening to a lot of videos earlier today in regards to this, and I feel like yeah, it should be reopened because I do think a lot of people are just trying. I'm not saying that he's innocent, but at the same time, I kind of do think he might be innocent. Might, very like, if he might, I'm not saying he is, but I think he might be because there is more evidence that they didn't look at They didn't seem to. There was like a whole another thing that, like another case that happened, but it looks like Laci kind of may have gotten herself involved in a situation that could have ended up with her being unalived. And it could have not, it could possibly be that Scott wasn't the one who did it, but other people. But yeah, so like, what do you know about it?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
No.
So Laci Peterson, like I mentioned, she was
Mhm.
8 months pregnant. She was 27 when she went missing. She went missing on December 24th, like Christmas Eve in 2022. And this took place here in California.
Mhm.
And so she goes missing. Supposedly Scott, he had like left the house early in the morning, like 9:30, and he went to go fish. And so he was fishing apparently like the whole day. He calls Laci at some point, I guess, to the house phone and to her cell phone, and both times leaves a message. One of them saying that he can't make it to some place to go pick up a basket. So he says, "Oh, like maybe you should go pick it up." Like it's he mentions also it's 2:15 p.m. So I guess for me it's kind of sounded like that did sound strange, like, oh, it's so specific that you're giving a time. But then I was like, oh, maybe because he did say, oh, I can't make it because like that, like he's looking at the time and it's like it's 12:15, and from where I'm at, I'm not gonna make it there. So that maybe she, because from their home, maybe she's closer, because he went fishing 90 miles away from his house, from their house.
Yeah.
So so like he was far. So that's why I'm thinking that, oh, so that's why he specifically chose to say that, because he was too far away. He wasn't gonna make it. So he gets home. He sees the dog is there. Her car is in the driveway. He goes, showers, changes, then comes back out. I guess he's like, my wife isn't home. Like he finally realizes his wife isn't home. Then he goes and decides to knock on the door of the neighbor. And the neighbor tells him like, oh, like we haven't seen her all day, basically, and also tells him like, we found your dog outside of the gate with its leash on, and they put the
What
dog
the
back
hell?
inside. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but there was no Laci around.
Yeah.
So then he goes and calls the mother, and like her mother, to ask him, and is like, hey, have you seen your daughter? But they hadn't, like her family hadn't seen her, he hadn't seen her, the neighbors hadn't seen her, nobody has seen her. And and it was strange because she had been being told by a doctor to not be walking around so much, because I'm assuming she must have had really, really swollen feet, and must have been like it must, like he must have been a big baby, like R.I.P. baby Carner. He must have been a chunker baby, because they said that she was like, because she was exhausted. That she was exhausted to a point like her feet were too swollen for her to walk, and like I guess maybe cutting off a bit of circulation, that she was getting lightheaded and could possibly pass out. So keep that in mind, okay?
Okay.
So they said that, so when they finally called the cops, it wasn't even him who called the cops. I believe it was her dad or her granddad. I forgot who. But somebody on her side of the family called the cops, not him. They call the cops, and like he does say like, oh yeah, she went for a walk. She took the dog for a walk around the park, and he said he left at 9:30 to go fishing. So it's like he's already stated his whole ass alibi. He didn't get home till like way later. Oh, also I guess along the way to his to go fishing, he did stop at his workplace to send out some emails and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there's that too. So there was like another stop, and like, oh, not only that, he went to a gas station. They make a point of this because when he went to go fishing, he got a parking ticket there with the time and everything. And when he said he went to the gas station, he didn't have a receipt. So they were like, "Oh, you're sus because of that.
Yeah.
Because you have one receipt, but you don't have the other. What happened to the other one? So maybe you didn't go there, you know? You never know."
Wait, so did they find her?
Her torso washed up in April 2023. No, 2003.
Just her torso?
Her torso. And the day before her torso washed up, her baby washed up.
Oh, I just got chills. That's so sad.
Yeah. So, yeah, so then they already started suspecting him. Also because they end up finding out he has a mistress. So remember, she goes missing December 24th. They find out he has a mistress 6 days later on December 30th.
Yeah. So did he even go fishing?
He did go fishing.
Oh, okay.
So he did go fishing. There was that.
Yeah.
But they try to say that, well, they said that, I'm gonna say I don't know, because okay, so the way that the prosecutors said it is that he killed his wife at home, took her with him in the truck, like he killed her early in the morning, or like or maybe the night before, like he killed either the night before or that morning. But point is, he ends up taking her body in broad daylight in his pickup truck to go to work, to go to the gas station, and then go fishing. Or yeah, I'm not sure actually about the gas station one, but apparently but the work part, yeah, it was like that he stopped by his job, and he had her body in there, and then he went to go fishing, and they had like apparently when I heard that he had a boat, I thought it was like a big boat. It's like a smaller boat. It looks like only 2 people can go on there, and then you have to be very careful, or else you're gonna fall over.
Oh, okay.
So the prosecutor said like that's what he did. He took the body with him in broad daylight and dumped it in the ocean. Well, in the ocean.
Yeah.
And that he anchored her body down, and then the tides with time ended up like, I guess, ripping her body off. I guess, or ripping the torso off, because they're trying to say that he looped an anchor around her neck and anchors around her arms and legs.
That's fucking crazy.
And then that's the reason why only her torso washed up ashore.
Yeah, because like the rest of the parts like still stayed in the...
Yeah. So...
Wait. It says that... Wait, Elena? Who's Elena?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Hold on. That's another thing.
I'm jumping ahead.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that's what they said about him. And also when they found out about the affair, the lady cooperated with the police and everything like that. And like she took recordings of him, and he, instead of like going and go see her, he was in communication with her. Like, well, I'm assuming he didn't see her, because from what it seems like, he didn't go see her around the time, like with all the news or anything. And I also think he's a dumbass, because how are you gonna assume she hasn't seen the news and that she knows that you're... Okay, wait, hold on. I need to give this backstory before I go. Before I say that. Okay. So he met his mistress in November 20th of the same year of 2002. Okay. And then on December 9th, she remembers this day, December 9th, he told her, "My wife passed away. This is my first Christmas without her." He tells her that. Remember again, Laci goes missing December 24th, Christmas Eve. She comes forward December 30th because she sees all the news about him being the suspect and the disappearance of his wife. The same wife he had already told her was gone. and it was gonna be their first It
Wow.
was gonna be his first Christmas without her technically, because she went missing the day before Christmas.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and then he tells her that he's going on a trip, I think to Europe or something. But on New Year's Day, when they were having a vigil for her, he calls her while he's at the vigil and tells her, "Oh, it's New Year's." And basically that he misses her, and that ¿cómo se dice? Oh, and that he's in France and he's looking at the Eiffel Tower. But hey, it's New
Wow.
Year's. Yeah, so he's like still lying to her, and she knows damn well he's not in France.
Damn, that lying ass bitch.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's why I'm just like, you're so fucking dumb. Like, how do you not think that your face isn't out there on the news, that your wife is missing, and here you're thinking like you really thought that she was stupid or something? Like, there's no way that she doesn't watch the news.
He
There's
probably
no
thinks she
way
was
she's never
under
gonna
a
find
rock
out.
or something.
Yes, I think he
So
did.
dumb.
I think he did. And that's like also gives me some doubt that he maybe he didn't kill her because he's so fucking stupid.
I mean, all the evidence right now kind of point to him, no?
Yes, and that's why like this case has also like had so many issues with that, because well, especially with the prosecutor side. And I guess this is why like the fuck, what are they called again? The LA Innocence Project group is
Uh-huh.
partaking in this, because there is some evidence that seems like, okay, maybe it wasn't him, because they did the defense did do tests to see whether or not he was able to throw, like, I forgot how much she weighed, and so they try to like replicate that, and there was no
Uh-huh.
way for him to do that without him falling over, without
Yeah.
like they're
Oh,
like
on
they
the boat.
yeah, they try like doing like I guess not like a faux body, but like something around their like weights and stuff, like they were trying to throw it over,
Mm-hmm.
and they were just kind of like falling, like it was like making the boat kind of sink on one side, and they're like, it's
Yeah.
not possible without you actually falling over, and this guy is a tall dude too, so it's just
Oh no,
like,
it's not that one.
hello Marco,
No, it's 'cause
all late.
hello, Marco.
But yeah, no, so there's that. Aside from that, um there was that same day, there was a burglary that took place right across the street from them. That same day. And then the cops said they did look into that, but the burglars said that they did it on the 26th. But there's a reporter who said that there's no way they were gonna rob a house in plain, like in broad daylight, in front of a bunch of
Yeah.
reporters, because by the 26th there's already a buttload of reporters outside of their house trying to figure out what happened to Laci, because again, she's
Yeah.
like this 8-month-old pregnant lady.
Yeah.
So and like what the reporter was like, I was there since, like, I think he said like 5:30 or 6:30 of the morning, so he had been there all day. And he was like, nobody ever pulled up in their description, because they said that it was like a van about like 3 guys that were there, and they were robbing a house because the family that lived there at the house had gone on vacation.
Yeah.
And some lady like saw them on the 24th, the same day Laci went missing. She drove past them, but she said she only stared at them, and that was on the 24th, and it was at the same, like right across the street from them. So then
Yeah.
and Laci's family did describe her as being someone who would get herself involved if she saw something wrong happening, that
Mm-hmm.
she would step in. So that's a theory of the defender, saying that maybe she confronted them because it was like right across the street, and it was around the same time that she was last seen. So they think that maybe they saw her, well, that she confronted them, and they must have like
Mhm.
threatened her or something, and she kept walking, and then they must have taken her, like kidnapped her, and then got rid of her later.
Yeah.
And they try to say that maybe it was like because her body shows up and also like in the same kind of in the same area where he was fishing. That's the other thing.
Mhm.
So that's the so that's why they're saying that it had to be him because her body washed up nearby the area he was fishing. But it's also
Yeah.
like it's in broad daylight. How are you gonna like? Hold on, I need to pull up this video because this boat looks tiny. Well, not the boat they use looks tiny.
Yeah. It's like those tiny two people fishing boat, right? Like the small one.
That's what it looks like.
Okay. I,
Oh, this is defense reenactment. Oh, it's like small. To me, that looks tiny. I guess it's not a two-seater.
Well, it's pretty big. That's the boat?
I don't think that's his boat. I think it's the boat that's similar to it. Oh, look. So there they have like a dummy.
Yeah.
They didn't use this in court, by the way.
No.
Because
But look, it says that they found hair strands
and a
belonging to
toolbox.
Laci in his newly purchased boat and DNA from a set of pliers that matched Laci's DNA.
Yeah, that too. That's why there are some things that like, okay, I don't know. It makes me
I
think
think
like
he did it. I think he did it.
I don't know.
I think he
I
did it.
question it. It's like the boat is almost sinking.
Mhm. I mean, the boat is gone.
The boat is sinking. The boat, yeah.
Gone.
But you see, that's why like they did this like 4 times, I think they said. And each time they
Yeah.
had this happen, they're like, there's no way he can like he was able to do that. And broad they like this. They said it was like this. They try to do it the same conditions and everything like that.
But is it like, okay, what if he like, what must he say? Like tied it in the side of the boat or in the back or something?
Before he got on the boat, like como solo lo amarró and then he just tossed the body in the water.
Was, yeah.
And then he got on the boat.
Mm-hmm. Like technically he didn't have her on the boat to throw her out. You know, he could have had like tied her
That would
somewhere
work
in the
too.
boat,
That
then
would
like
work.
take it out and then, you know, cut the rope and there she goes.
That would work. Okay, but hold on. You know those burglars I was talking about, right?
Yeah.
So they found their van, I think like the next day. Like, well, not their van, a van that matched their description of them being in that same the one that fit the description of the one that was in the same burglarizing the house. And in the van they found like I think a bloody mattress. Like there's blood splatter in there for sure. I think they found like some duct tape. And when Laci and the baby washed up, they found duct tapes on the baby and the around the baby's neck, and also some
Oh,
on Laci.
shit.
Yeah. So that's why like that's why like there's also like there's that possibility. And
What
then
if they got hired by him though?
that's what I thought about too. I was like, maybe that like
It's
because I really don't like. I know it does very seem much like it does point to him, but then there's also that possibility that what about he didn't actually kill her per se, like Gypsy Rose, she didn't do the act, but she had somebody else do it for her. You know, she was just an accessory, okay?
Yeah.
And then, even though he may have planned it, he also was an accessory.
Damn.
So it also could be another situation like that. There's so many. There's like two possibilities there. Oh, and aside from that, that lady you were mentioning? She was also a pregnant woman, about the same amount, like 8 months pregnant, I think. And she was also found in a very similar way to Laci, but her baby was never found.
Wait,
Laci was
Elena Gonzalez?
Yes, if that's the name. Hold on. I know I put it in the Discord in one of the videos. Oh yeah, it's this one. Oh wait, hold on. I was like around.
Laci Peterson's body turns up.
It's just a lot of things like that.
2 weeks after
Addiction. Are.
So,
as I say to people with the disappearance,
and I go, oh my goodness, I can't believe this.
Hold on, I need to
Lieutenant
find it.
Aponte
It was in
had
like.
called in Modesto Police Department on their tip line and said that Laci had gone across the street.
Oh, but this is talking about the.
Burglars, and they threatened her. This was based upon a taped conversation between an inmate and a person in Modesto who turned out to be the inmate's brother.
It's just absolutely mind-boggling that he
of that burglary found out.
But
they didn't
where's that? Okay, in general, that woman, she was found also exactly the same way as Laci. Laci was found with no limbs and no head. And the lady was the same way. And she too washed up ashore in the same area.
Yeah.
I was around. I guess I didn't correctly write the timestamp. I was at work. I was listening to this. And also a lot of the jurors, they already went in there with a bias. They were already ready to just be like, he's the one, he's guilty. Didn't try to consider the like the possibility of this van. Like that van was never looked at in that case. And then like the burglars, the cops believed the burglars. The burglars said they went to go rob the house on the 26th, even though like nobody ever saw them there. And then somebody else did come forward, I guess like the guy they just said, like an inmate saying that knew the burglars, that they also threatened, that they did talk about it, and they did talk about threatening Laci and like possibly doing something to her. But I didn't write that down. Where around here it would be.
Oh, okay. So her name was Evelyn Hernandez.
Okay. This lady. Yes. 7 months before Laci Peterson's disappearance and murder, another pregnant woman went missing. Later, her torso washed up near the Embarcado in San Francisco, California, under the Bay Bridge. The fetus was never found. While Laci Peterson's case received worldwide coverage, Evelyn Hernandez, a legal immigrant from El Salvador, became lost in the press. The most horrible part of Evelyn Hernandez's case is that she didn't go missing alone. Her 5-year-old, I did not know that. Her 5-year-old son, Alexis Geraldo Hernandez, went missing alongside her. Who murdered Evelyn Hernandez and what happened to Alexis?
That's so sad.
I did not know that.
So it was her, the son, and the baby, right?
Yeah.
Or just her and yeah.
No, but both her unborn child and her 5-year-old.
Yeah. Damn. And apparently, like, they haven't found the killer. Like, they're not correlating them together, basically.
Yeah.
That's sad. That is sad.
At 14, Evelyn immigrated to the U.S. from El Salvador to live with her mother. She became pregnant with her first child in high school. At the time of her disappearance, she and her son lived in the Crocker, Amazon neighborhood of San Francisco, which lies just south of Mission District. Evelyn worked as a vocational nurse and volunteered at her son's school. By all accounts, she was a loving, involved mom. On May 1st of 2002, 24-year-old Evelyn Hernandez and her 5-year-old son, went missing just 5 days before Evelyn's second baby due date. 5 days before she had her baby.
Well, maybe.
Wow.
What if, like, this is like a crazy idea, right? Okay. What if the people from the band did it? They had done it before. Because obviously, like, they were targeting pregnant women, you know? Like, obviously for Hernandez, like, they didn't find the fetus. But what if, like, they were basically targeting them to basically sell the babies or, you know? Because this one was like 5 months or 5 days before the due date. So, like, the baby could have survived without any problems, basically. But I guess for Laci, I guess since, like, it still was like a month to go, like, I guess it didn't survive. And that's why they also, like, put duct tape on it. Because to be able to put duct tape on the fetus, they need to take it out first.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why, like, they're basically trying to target pregnant women to be able to take the babies away and sell them or send them somewhere.
It could be that was actually like something around those lines. Kind of, not exactly that the the defenders were also trying to say, because she wasn't the only pregnant woman that went missing. There were also a couple of other pregnant women that went missing around that area, around the same time too. I'm not sure if this Reddit post talks about it because I just looked it up right now. From the account, but oh no, that's just in general. I don't. Oh look, the other missing pregnant women. Just how many? Here they're saying none. Nothing to do. Just off. Okay, now they're just like fighting in their little chat. Is she one of them? It pushes. Oh, does this one say there's like few similarities between autopsy files? Let me exit. No thanks. No. I hate that. What the shit? I give up on that website. Okay, all I know in one of the videos, one of those A&E videos, they also did mention there was pregnant women that go missing. I should have done better timestamps. Maybe this one?
Corroborated story to an extent. Now, again, this isn't a podcast about me. You know what's very, very telling? The Kristen dismembered in the same bay as Laci Peterson.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot another part. When he got arrested, it looks like he was trying to flee. They said that he was trying to flee. I don't know. He could have been trying to flee because it does seem sketch. Just because he bleached his hair, he bleached his goatee, like in this picture right here. He apparently had like $10,000 to $15,000 in cash, and he was supposedly near the border. But remember, I never mentioned where he's from. He's from San Diego. San Diego is very close to the border.
Yeah.
Very close.
Oh my god.
So I mean, I think he was just conveniently close to the border because he's just always grown up there. He was just taking a vacation, possibly, because supposedly it was his mom who accidentally took out the money and she returned it to him.
Yeah.
So he had
Well, you
supposedly.
didn't do a. There's like a number at the bottom of the thing. Is that like a timestamp?
Oh, that's my chef ass timestamp. I kind of put that around like a couple minutes after I actually processed what I was listening to. And then, because like when I wrote those, I was just like, oh yeah, like I should probably like timestamp this. And I was like, oh fuck, I didn't know where exactly it's at. So I just kind of went based off where I tapped my phone and saw what time it was then.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why I said
I thought it was gonna help you.
It ain't looking like it is.
Linda. At least you tried.
I tried. Okay, I was just like, let me. They was like, oh, good job. You're like doing research while you're working. I was like, yeah, I'm just listening to stuff though. Like that's about it. Like,
yeah.
If I could take notes while I'm working, I would, but I can't. I have to do my work.
Michael said he was just taking vacations.
He was.
With his mistress?
No, his mistress wasn't even there. Like, dude, his mistress didn't find. Oh, no. I think by that time, I don't think she was still talking to him.
Yeah, probably
I don't
not.
think so. Yeah.
That's crazy though. I'm excited to see what they find and what like new information they have.
Yeah, because they want to test out the van, the stuff they found in the van. I think there was also a knife possibly found. Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't investigate that further. Like, especially when there's people telling you we didn't see nobody burglarizing no home across the street in front of all these reporters. And also, I would think, I don't know, that's why I want to give him a little bit of benefit of the doubt that maybe he didn't do it, because if he's dumping a body in the ocean, well, in the ocean, the area they show, let me see, it's in this other video. I hope I don't know if I time-stamped it. I don't know. I don't. What?
We are told that we have Lee Peterson on the phone. He is Scott Peterson's father. Are you there, Lee?
Yes, sir, Larry, I sure am. Nancy, I've watched many programs. For some reason, you seem to have...
Oh, this lady, her voice gets on my nerves. She's like, if you ever watch those, ¿cómo se dice? Gilmore Girls. You know how, like, the lady's mom is? She's like that southern lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, I think this is... Oh, there was, like, stuff going around that time. Hold on. I think it's this video talks about the women going missing. Hold on. That was, like, of other... Okay, I'll play from here.
Right at the base of the hill and on the trail.
A little bit.
Positive of what she had seen. She was familiar with the golden retriever breed, and she identified the white mark on the Peterson dog. So she was positive that she had seen Laci Peterson walking in this location the morning of...
Oh, okay. So there was also another thing, because the prosecutors are saying that he killed his wife the morning of, right? And he said he left the house at 9:30. And then there was, so the neighbor who found the dog, supposedly she found the dog at 10:18. But then there's people who saw Laci walking the dog around this park area too, but sometime afterwards. So it could be that maybe the lady didn't remember exactly what time she saw her, or it could be the people didn't exactly remember what time they saw her. But there was one
Yeah.
lady here, like in this park area, like she was on her break, like, cause it was like it's a hospital near this park. She was on her
Mhm.
break on just smoking, and she saw her, and like she like identifies her, but she says like at 10:45.
December 24th,
Yeah.
But
2002.
then if that's really the case, and that really means that Scott wasn't with her, that he didn't kill her in the morning,
Mhm.
and he wasn't
That
there.
is weird. Yeah.
Like he literally like that really means he wasn't there because he said he left at 9:30.
Yeah.
And they saw people loading his car up too.
Mhm.
Also, that Nancy Grace lady, I saw one of her videos and she says that, like, how you mentioned that they found her hair in his boat and the
Yeah.
pliers and stuff. Um, she tries to say that, like, supposedly that she never got on the boat or anything like that. But I also don't know if I believe that, because even when, with how I told you that they were telling her that she shouldn't be walking around so much or doing anything because like she could possibly like faint or something.
Mhm.
Um, I'm also thinking, like, what about maybe she did decide, because that Nancy Grace lady is just saying like there's no way she would have done that because she was told that she shouldn't do that. And I know for a fact I also was told when I was pregnant I shouldn't be carrying heavy ass shit, but I was. I still
Yeah.
was, because I'm like, I had to do it. So it's like, you
Mhm.
can't tell me that maybe she felt like, oh, you know what, I need to go take my dog for a walk. And it's like he wasn't home to do it, so then like maybe she was like, I'll just do it. Like it,
Yeah, that's true.
because that's why they're also like so hell bent that he did it. He must have killed her like early in the mornings, and these people didn't actually see her. They saw somebody else. But
Yeah.
and like other people who live in that area who also had dogs who looked to be like a similar height and body shape as her were
Mhm.
also like spoken with, and they didn't fit the description. Like all the people that say they saw her, like she fit that description they gave.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Around that time frame, there's a witness who sees Mackenzie
Oh,
being
I
walked
guess
by
this is
someone.
like,
I run a lot in the park. I run the same route all the time. At the end of my run, I'd often let my dog off his leash and run around and we'd play.
as when people
I looked
see
across
the
right
time
at the base
frame
of
of,
the
I guess, when
hill,
people
and
see
on
her.
the trail there was the Peterson dog, golden retriever lab mix. People always ask me, "Did you see anybody with the dog?" I see a round person with black leggings and a white smock. But I wasn't focused on the person, I was focused on the dog.
All these witnesses who'd called in that see her walking the dog plot out in a perfect circle and bring her right back to her home. Maybe when she's coming back home from her walk, she throws Mackenzie in the yard. Maybe she sees the package in the mailbox and then is distracted by these burglars, which is what the Aponte tip said. Laci had confronted Steve Todd while he was burglarizing the Medina home on December 24th. One of the tips that came in while Laci was missing was from a gentleman named Tom Harshman. He said that he had seen a woman being held outside a van by two men, said that it appeared that she may have been urinating and then put back in the van. Here's another tip that comes in and takes us back to this burglary that we had been told was irrelevant.
So all the pieces start to line up. The problem, of course, is that the jury never heard from Russell Graybill, and how Mackenzie did not bark. And the jury never heard the Laci sighting witnesses. And the jury never heard the Aponte tip.
Whether that means
there's
Steve and
so
Todd
much
Glenn Pierce
information
are
that wasn't even brought
in the
forward.
Laci Peterson abduction, that doesn't matter from the defense perspective. What matters is it means that sometime after 10:30 when the Medinas leave, and 11:40 when the burglary subsequently is reported, they see Laci Peterson and Laci Peterson sees them. And if that's true, Scott Peterson is, as Mark Garrigo said, stone cold innocent. At this point, he's on his way to the Berkeley Marina.
Which again is 90 miles away.
On San Francisco Bay discovered the severely decomposed body of a woman yesterday morning.
Just one day earlier, Sunday, another body, that of a male baby or fetus, washed ashore just a mile away.
One of the forensic aspects of this case is the size of baby Connor. They took measurements of his body when he was found and tried to determine a date of death. And the way they did that was by comparing his size to the size he was at Laci's last ultrasound.
The age of the baby at the time of death is critical, because if you could determine that the baby had lived, say, a couple days longer than that, it would dispute everything the prosecution had said about when Scott had killed the baby.
The prosecution had a doctor that testified, and he said Connor's date of death was December 24th.
The defense criticized Dr. Gregory DeVore, the state's expert.
Dr. DeVore's testimony is based on what's called fetal development. And there are formulas that allow you to measure the bones of a fetus, and it'll tell you exactly how old the fetus is and when the fetus stopped growing. And so Dr. DeVore takes a formula that was developed by one of the foremost experts in the world, a doctor named Philippe Chanté, and he reaches a conclusion, remarkably enough, that Connor stopped growing on December 24th. Now that is exactly what the prosecution wanted.
Yeah, that's another thing I guess they're gonna like touch base on again in the upcoming trial, because it's just to like to measure the size of the baby, not actually was a good time of death reference, because again her body was thrown in the ocean. And that's the other thing, they were basing off like time of death off the baby's body, because they couldn't do it with Laci's, because her body was so decomposed they could not even figure out when was her time of death. So that's why they were trying to use like the size of the baby. I don't know if you're muted.
I'm not telling my kids to go to sleep.
They don't want to.
I'm like, go to sleep.
Didn't save timestamps. No, I didn't. Mistress everywhere. Oh, the mistress. Hey, let me show you the mistress.
Sad.
Killed her, and here's where the body is, and here's how I did it. That obviously didn't happen.
Are you in any way connected to Laci's disappearance?
This is him.
Nothing to do with Laci's disappearance.
We were feeding the beast, as we call it, every day. The public wanted more. And the more we provided, the more they wanted.
I think they got into an argument that night.
Chuck, that's
God dang it.
Come on, you're speculating.
It's almost like force feeding a cow.
I hate
the fattest that you could possibly
YouTube.
Do. So they just keep giving more and more
Wait, what
and
happened?
more coverage.
I can only hope
Did
that
it
the sound
stop?
of Lacey's voice
It's been temporarily blocked, I guess, because we were showing a video that's in ours. But it's just like,
Scott, you know, he didn't help himself.
I guess
Under the
like
intense
they should
pressure
know.
and glare of the
I
media
know, let's
lights.
just take this Twitch. Fuck that.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculousness. I ain't
Ridiculous.
making money off of them. We ain't monetized.
Marco says cringe, like always.
Definitely cringe on
YouTube side.
yes. Oh yeah, they had another theory that like maybe it was a satanic group. That one seems ridiculous to me. That supposedly when it was going around killing pregnant women, that's when they were talking, also kind of talked about like the other missing pregnant women. Oh, and this is the lady. Her name is Amber Frey.
That's all the evidence.
That's a mistress?
I gave truthful
Yeah.
test.
This is her.
Yeah.
It's her now. Well, more recent. And there's a picture. She wasn't ugly. Like, she's not ugly.
Mm-hmm.
But people hated on her. I mean, and I don't. This was them at her work Christmas party.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The audacity.
The audacity. Full shizzle.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
She kind of, is it just me or she kind of looks like Amber Heard?
Oh my god.
Not like in a mean way. Like she kind of looks like her.
Yeah. Little bit. I mean, her name is Amber. So.
Oh shit! Right?
Yeah.
Duh.
That just went like over your head.
I did. I legit did. Completely went over my head.
That's funny.
That's her. Is this her and him? It kind of looks.
It looks photoshopped, kind of.
It kind of does. Dude, people.
Or
Somebody released explicit images of her. To tabloids, to the newspaper, to the to shit like the Esquire.
Marco said nice.
I don't think that's nice. Pobrecita. She didn't know he was married. Like I don't think she knew.
Wait, she didn't know?
She didn't know. That literally she found out through the news.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, that's why she said, like, she says that she remembers on December 9th of 2002, he legit told her that his wife was gone or like gone missing or something like that, and that it was gonna be his first time celebrating Christmas. Yeah, his first Christmas without her.
Oh.
And you see, like, people just went right off the bat that she said that that's what he said. Because, and like, I think he only said that because he just wanted to obviously have an affair. And he probably was just like, oh, let me make myself look like this helpless person who's grieving and suffering at the moment. And then she's going to be like, oh, poor baby. You know? I think that's what he was trying to do. I think that's what he was trying to do. Like, oh, I love my wife so much. And then she's going to be like, I want you to love me like that.
Oh my.
You know? So I think that's what he was trying to do, because he seems like that type.
Yeah.
I think he's an idiot for sure.
He is.
But
sure.
It's a pobrecita ella. Yeah, she didn't know. She like saw days later that the wife was missing and that he's a suspect, and she's like his wife wasn't missing before, like she just went missing.
Yeah.
Testimony. I did my part in this.
And props to her. She came out forward, spoke to the cops, and was like, "I'm gonna help you guys try to catch him." Because there was like, I would have to look for it too. Like it's one of the recordings where she tries to kind of bait him to say something.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. Oh, and also like another thing that people were like on his ass about was because he wasn't crying. He wasn't reacting the way they expected him to react. But it's like, I feel like people grieve differently. So maybe that's why he didn't cry and act like that. Maybe he couldn't do it in public. Maybe he did it in private.
It is suspicious, but like...
It is.
I don't know.
It is, but like...
Even like people could pretend, you know?
Yeah. That's what it's just like, okay, there's a possibility that he didn't mean to come off like that, but he just did. And maybe he didn't want to be like caught crying in front of people, because even there are cases where people are crying like that and they're like, oh, that's so fake, like they're just acting like it.
Like the Chris Watts
And
deal. He came out crying in the news, you know. Like,
his fucking crocodile tears. Yeah, like he. So
and
it's like
murdered them.
So it's like it's just like, okay, like there's a possibility. I really want them to like to show all that evidence, all the other stuff that they found that hadn't been like used or questioned, and see like, will it make a difference? Is there like, is any of that DNA that was found there like actually hers? Like, what about if it is? And if it's not, then whose is it? Is it gonna maybe help solve one of these other cases? Because you never know, it can help solve another case. Like it might not help him out in the end, and he might end up being found guilty all over again. But it can also possibly help find somebody else, figure out what happened to somebody else. At least like there's a win-win for that. But that Innocent Project group has been facing so much backlash.
I bet.
Yeah,
I honestly think he did it. What do you think? Do you think he did it, or do you think he's innocent?
Loki, I'm thinking he's innocent.
Yeah.
I'm
I
thinking
honestly
he's
think he
just
did
because it's like they did overlook a lot of other evidence, and like his, to me, like yeah, like it's suspicious. Yeah, he does say, oh, that he again he's his first Christmas. He lost his wife. That's, and then for his wife to go missing of all people, like she actually goes missing.
Yeah.
It seems yeah, it's a little too much of a coincidence. It is a little too much of a coincidence. But then what about if it does turn out to be true and it literally just is a coincidence?
I guess we'll find out soon.
I know, we'll find out. And just sucks that her family has to go through all this all over again. Well, like this trial, just like the fact that there's a chance for him to be free, and let's say he is, well, let's say he, to stick with the fact, well, not the fact, I guess at this point right now we can't call it a fact since it's reopened. That he is found guilty again, and then it's the second time they have to go through this process to prove that he did murder their daughter.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It is. It is interesting.
I like this whole series that A&D did on them. It's like a whole ass playlist.
Yeah. I gotta watch it.
Oh wait, let me go back. It's a whole
The
ass
defendant
playlist.
several times.
Where is it? Did I put in a different? I have so many windows open. Oh yeah, this playlist. Oh wait, can I share it like this? Could I copy? Oh no. I'm just gonna share this first one, I guess. Meow. Goddamn YouTube. Can't see that I'm sharing links. And it's obvious we don't own this. Why would you block us? But it's a pretty good, I like how they show both sides.
Yep, definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I feel like they did, yeah, I feel like they did a good showing both sides of the people, the defense and the prosecutors. This is 2 weeks ago when a man says he doesn't want kids. Please. I don't know if he might have killed her because they're going to have a kid. I don't know. He's maintained his innocence too this whole ass time.
That's crazy.
And also, like, people have been making a point with, like, that the Innocent Project group does not take just any case. Like, they take a case that they see that there's evidence that it's worth it to, like, not worth it, I guess. That's not the right word.
That there's a possibility that they have gotten the evidence wrong? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they just don't take any case. They actually look into to make sure that there's concrete evidence that they can use that got overseen, that does shift the whole thing in a different light.
Yeah.
That's just like, wow, what's going to come out of this? Our people are like I had said, that the jurors were already, a lot of the jurors were already set on the fact that they were like, he's guilty of it. There were so many jurors who were kicked out because they had revealed information. Some people were overheard just saying that, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring him down. There was a lady who was talking to somebody online and was like, oh yeah, I'm part of the trial, and she said that she was ready to like call the guilty verdict on him because he did it. And they had trouble finding people who didn't think he was guilty or who wouldn't give him a fair trial. Craziness.
Damn, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. I want to see more of what's gonna happen with this. When does it start? June 1st. Oh wait, no, no, I'm stupid. That was his first trial.
That was in 2004.
ABC has now learned that the Innocence Project has taken up the notorious case of convicted killer Scott Peterson and is seeking evidence from the original trial. For more, let's bring in our Alex Stone in Los Angeles. Alex, I can't believe it's been 20 years since the death of Laci Peterson. You and I both covered this story. I did when I was a reporter there in Los Angeles. What kind of evidence are we talking about, and where do you see this going?
Well, we're just beginning right now, Kira, to go through this document that we have obtained exclusively that shows that the Innocence Project is now at least beginning to take up this case of Scott Peterson, asking for evidence from the original trial, saying that they want to look through that evidence. Historically, when the Innocence Project gets involved, they only get involved if they believe they can win a case. This appears to be the beginning stages of the Innocence Project getting involved.
New developments this midday in the Scott Peterson case. He is the California man convicted of murdering his pregnant wife 2 decades ago, a case that
I hope this one
absolutely
talks about
dominated
the
headlines.
evidence.
This morning, a former California fire official
It should. It
says
says
key
so on the
evidence
title.
was not properly investigated is speaking exclusively to ABC News. ABC's Kana Whitworth has the story.
This morning, an ABC News exclusive. A former fire investigator speaking for the first time since that bombshell filing in the Scott Peterson case about the potential of new evidence.
This has always been one of those things that kind of sits in the back of your head and kind of bugs you a little bit, and you kind of wonder why this didn't happen or why it wasn't brought up.
Nearly 2 decades after Scott Peterson was convicted of murdering his pregnant wife, Laci, the Los Angeles Innocence Project demanding the case be reevaluated, largely hinging on information from then Modesto fire investigator Brian Spitulski. Spitulski investigating this burned-out van found the morning after Laci disappeared in December 2002, located less than a mile from the Peterson home. Lawyers from the Los Angeles Innocence Project now zeroing in on evidence from a mattress in the back of that van with a red and brown stain on it.
You have this woman, she's 8 months pregnant, she's missing, this van is of high interest, and now a sample from a mattress on that van has tested presumptive positive for blood. What were you thinking in that moment?
You know, I don't know that I was tying the moment to Laci. I was more tying the moment that it was human blood. It made it like this was much more important than just a burned vehicle that somebody was just wanting to get rid of or cover up a simple crime.
In a court filing, lawyers say DNA testing done on a small portion of that mattress several years later was insufficient to determine whether DNA from Laci or their unborn son was present.
Damn.
Do you feel strongly that this evidence should be reassessed?
Absolutely, especially if we've got sample that can still be tested.
Laci's disappearance captivated the country. Suspicion against Scott already mounting when his then-girlfriend, Amber Fry, came forward about their affair. Prosecutors later arguing Scott's motive for killing Laci was for a $250,000 life insurance policy. A jury, siding with the prosecution in 2004, convicting Scott of first-degree murder for the death of Laci and second-degree murder for the death of their unborn son, Connor.
I don't have an agenda or an opinion on his guilt or his innocence. This is, for me, it's a fire investigation in a vehicle that has blood, possible blood, on the mattress. And that right there is important.
Former ABC News investigative producer Mike Gudgel has followed the case from the beginning.
I think it's still a mystery. The trial verdict was sort of unsatisfactory. It didn't say what really happened to Laci. And I think even the prosecution conceded that during the trial.
Brian Spitolsky now works as a private fire investigator, but says the case has left a mark on him.
Is this the one that sometimes keeps you up at night?
Absolutely.
Now, the Stanislaus District Attorney told us in a statement in part that Peterson's conviction was upheld in 2022 and added they can't comment further as litigation is pending. Now, the LA Innocence Project says that sensitive testing today could provide more information. Kana Whitworth, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Ya se armó, ya se armó. Oh yeah, I already mentioned that he had bleached his hair out with the monies.
That is suspicious.
Yeah.
That is suspicious. Yeah, people say like you don't just dye your hair blonde and take out like money if you don't want to just like, leave.
Sorry, hold on. Give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
He's asking for a lamp. Wait, why is he up? Oh, fuck. My child has to go to sleep soon. But yeah, no, this. Do you really think he's guilty on the charges?
I think so. He looks way too suspicious to not be suspicious.
No, so her torso to be exact, only her torso washed up ashore. And the day before, her baby also washed up ashore. And when she went missing, she was pregnant. The baby wasn't out yet. The baby was still in the womb. Water. No, oh my god. I shouldn't be laughing at that, but that's terrible. You're terrible. I can hear him going, be like, what?
I know.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's like, what else? Okay, there's this Nancy Grace lady. There's other stuff she had mentioned. Like you mentioned the hair. That was something she had brought up. I'm gonna have to rewatch that video because it's so long. It's like 40 minutes long. Where did I put it? Yeah, it's 45 minutes long if you guys want to watch it on your own time. And don't find her voice annoying. I wish I took notes. God. I didn't take notes. She's like a straight up Southern lady, like super Southern as fuck. And she's like, she was leading the charge of like, he did it thing too.
Yeah.
These 4 words in the same sentence. Scott Peterson.
Also, the way she cuts off the people she has here calling in for her. I don't know. Like, I guess they're just used to, I don't know. I guess it's just like being cut off and yelled over, basically. I don't know. But yeah, you guys watch.
Apartment building in New York, about 8 blocks.
I don't know. I can't with her. I can't with her. No, it's too long. And then we're probably gonna get blocked again.
Marco said her eyes tell me she beats her kids.
I wouldn't doubt it, or not even that. She seems like a very career-driven woman. I'm pretty sure she neglected her children. I'm gonna say that, but not sure if she did. But I'm gonna assume that just because she seems super career-driven. Not that there's anything wrong with that. There isn't. But it's like the way she talks, it makes me feel like that she is just like that, like those super psycho ladies.
Yeah.
Not psycho, but like kind of scary. Not scary. I don't know. Either way, I find her voice a little annoying. But I like the way she talks though. She kind of argues with people. Not argues. I guess debates. But there was the dad. He was like, you're fuck, how do you tell her? You're basically like, I guess destroying the career of his life. No, yeah, his son's career with through social media.
Wait, like what's his name? Peter?
Yeah. That she made it seem like she had a personal vendetta against his son.
Oh.
What she does, like legit, you guys watch those A&E videos, like all those A&E videos. I found them pretty. Like I said, I found those videos pretty good because I feel like they showed both sides very well. The people who are against like Peterson and the people who are for Peterson. They're good videos, and you'll get to see like how much shit she's talked about him. Basically, like, dude, she literally was like, she was leading that charge against him on fucking news, on everywhere.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, that lady is like, you want her on your side for sure.
Yeah.
If you want anybody on your side, you want her. Because I was like, I can see why people like would listen to her. She kind of reminds me like some of those streamers, like not like it's a bad comparison. Like I guess like Speed, but without all the craziness. She's like crazy, not like out there, but not out there. You know what I mean? I don't know. Either way, just watch those videos. Watch her video. Yeah. I can see why people like her. Do I like her voice? Not really. Do I like kind of like the way she talks about things? I do. She's entertaining.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I don't have anything else to talk about today.
I don't either.
I know we have a couple
we're finally caught up.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think it's too late to talk about like the Twitch boobies.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, here's like a happy video. It had me dying.
Oh.
Not like a happy video. It's like a funny video, I guess. It had me cracking up.
The gym, what is going?
Excuse me, I appreciate you stop looking at me.
Good. If anything, I'm looking at your boy. Okay, so I'm at the gym trying to work on my double chocolate chip crumble cookie, but I'm squatting, boom, I rack it, and this girl staring at me. We're in the gym. What else am I gonna do? So I look back and I just give a slight little smile, just acknowledge she's there. She rolls her eyes and proceeds to go to the bench with her boyfriend. Whatever. Boom, now I wanna go to leg press. I'm pushing more weight than Pablo Escobar. My legs were shaking. Well, who over there looking at me? Her again. But this time she wanna go ahead and whisper something to her boyfriend. Whatever, I'ma brush it by. I'm resting between my sets, so she decides to walk up to me and say, oh, excuse me, can you stop staring at me? Girl, I'm obviously nobody's looking at you. She was like, okay, just don't let it happen again. Whatever, I'll go to the other side of the gym. She leaves the gym, and guess who asked to come up and spot me? Her boyfriend. I didn't steal her, but you better come back, because these double deck group workouts must be working.
I put it in the chat. I love that video. That shit had me dying. And I put it here in the Discord because I was like, I need to share it with you guys. I found it hilarious.
It is.
Make you guys laugh with something that isn't about murder.
Cleanse your
Cleanse your
mind.
palate. Yeah, cleanse your mind.
Your palate.
Yeah, cleanse your palate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we did today an hour less. That's good. I think we good. We did a good time too.
Yeah.
It's all at 11:13. Not too late. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If
Last
you guys,
time.
yes. I guess we'll have to like search up more stuff and see what else we find. I know there was one. I have to look it up. I want to listen to more info on it. David told me in Illinois a dad killed his whole ass family. So probably discuss
You know
that.
what? Ricky had told me about one, and it was kind of recent.
Mm.
So basically, there was this girl, or no, there is this girl, right?
Uh-huh.
And I guess like she lived with her mom, and her mom would basically have boyfriends, and then like they would leave or whatnot.
Uh-huh.
But the whole point is that she ended up murdering her mom because her mom's boyfriends would like, SA her.
And the
And she
mom no
blamed
hacía
her
nada.
mom for it.
I mean, if her mom
Okay.
probably, what about if her mom knew? If her mom knew, then I mean, I
Apparently,
guess you
like
can
she
always call
did
the
tell
cops.
her about it, but like she left, like they left. But I guess it was like different people that the mom knew.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was like pretty fucked up. But like that's happening right now, and like I believe she ended up like live streaming the murder somewhere.
What?
Yeah. Let me see.
Hey, what
I'll
do you
send
mean?
it to you.
Marco put in, that's the season finale of Delhi Gossip. See you all next year. Who said it was a season finale?
Just because we missed 2 weeks because it landed on Christmas and New Year's.
Hey, honestly, I'm liking Monday. I liked it today again, too.
Yeah,
We might just switch Delhi Gossip to Mondays instead.
I am down. Like I said, what works for you works for me.
Oh,
Okay,
out
I
of
posted it there.
content? For tonight, we're out of content. Well, actually, no, because Alma just brought another content.
Yeah, because Ricky had told me about this. I think it was last week, but I told him like we have a lot of stuff to like talk about because we had like our own discussion spot where we put like TikToks.
Hey everyone,
But
this happened
I
about
told him like if like we have time, I'll bring it up. So we have time, so we're bringing it up.
Also, this guy's voice kind of sounds like AI.
Does it?
Hey everyone, this happened about a week ago and I still cannot process why she did what she did. 20-year-old woman live streams herself
it is
stabbing
AI.
her mom to death. California police say a woman live streamed herself stabbing her mother who later died on Facebook. California police reported. Online viewers and neighbors reported the attack to 911 before 5 p.m. Monday, January 8, San Rafael police say in a news release. Officers responding to the women's apartment complex spotted her standing on a balcony.
His voice, his voice, his voice. Is it
I'm working
AI?
on trying to find another one.
Is it AI?
I think it is. I think it is.
Holding a knife next to her mother,
I
whose
believe
clothes
it
were
is.
So
covered
is
in
he
blood.
AI?
Police
He's not
said.
AI. He does not
Police
look AI.
arrested Oris
No,
Beltran,
not him. But you could
28
put
of San
voice
Rafael,
filters
on a
on
charge
TikTok.
of murder. Officers said her 55-year-old mother, who had an extensive life injuries, died a short time later at a hospital. Investigators later discovered Beltran broadcast the video on Facebook Live. Police say they also found another video posted by Beltran, including one of herself, in the lobby of the Santa Rosa Police Department earlier the same day. Police contacted Meta, the owner of Facebook, which took down the video. Friend Hilda Castillo told KNTV the slim woman, whom police did not name in the release, was an activist who fought for affordable housing and immigrants' rights. She was a community leader and a fighter. She always fought for social justice, Castillo told the station. I still can't believe it. Friend Echeverria told KTVU it's a huge loss, and we're still trying to process it.
Wait,
a
the
video
mom
posted
was
to
like
TikTok shortly before the slaying showed Beltran's mother begging her to stop harming herself and putting herself in danger. The station reported an investigation into the death and motive for the attack continues, police said. They asked that anyone with information to call the Santa Rosa Police Department. What's going on? This is just an insane story. Thousands of people saw the video, and thousands of people saw when she was stabbing her own mother. That's just terrible. Let me know what you think about this case. Leave a comment. I still can't show justice. Castillo, which took down earlier the same day. Police contacted Meta, the owner of Facebook, which took down the video. Friend Hilda Castillo told KNTV the slim woman, whom police did not name in the release, was an activist who fought for affordable housing. And
also, her mom was an activist. And her mom was a leader in the... That's...
Ella te estaba lastimando a ti y a tu hermana. Ella te estaba lastimando a ti y a tu hermana. Yo no hubiera estado ahí. Yo te escuché a ti cuando me dijiste, ya no regresamos con él. Siento mucho que las lastimó, tu Nancy. Ya no te hagas daño, hija. Tú no mereces sufrir, pero tampoco tienes que estarte conectando con pedófilos en la línea.
How do I disconnect from them, Mom? How do I disconnect from them?
Tienes que bloquearlos. Y si
So how do I block them?
De nuevo. Y si no, bloquéalos una y otra vez. Tú puedes.
Okay.
Yo tengo fe en ti de que eres fuerte, Tonantzin.
Okay, I'll shoot them.
No, yo no quiero que tú termines en la cárcel.
Mom, I will go. I will shoot them.
Tonantzin me está lastimando pellizcando mi oreja. No me pellizques con tus uñas.
Okay, you're my first.
Ya no necesitas sufrir, Tonantzin.
Did you say you're my first?
Yeah.
Tonantzin me está lastimando
Or be
pellizcando
my
mi
first.
oreja. No me pellizques con tus uñas.
Okay, you're my first.
Ya no necesitas sufrir.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like be my first.
Yeah.
Yo tengo fe en tu fortaleza. Yo sé que vas a salir adelante. Ya no le hagas caso. Bloquea esa basura de personas. Una y otra vez, bloquearlos. Tú puedes. Tú tienes que ser fuerte y bloquearlos. Tú no tienes que tomar la ley en tus manos. Tienes que enfocarte en estar bien, en dormir, en descansar.
Okay.
Y está bien que estás enojada conmigo.
You deserve to be beautiful, Mama. You deserve to be beautiful. You deserve to be beautiful.
I know that I deserve to be beautiful. I am beautiful. I'm indigenous. I am beautiful.
Do you remember what you used to look like?
I'm Indian, Tonantzin. I know that I deserve for you to just calm down and stay grounded. And work on yourself and rest. You need to sleep and feed yourself. If you're concerned about The
Did she
Palestinian.
have her mom in the
okay,
car?
You gotta just rest.
Okay, I will start. Okay, I
And
will
you gotta
start.
pray for them.
I don't think
You
so.
gotta
I
pray
think it
for
was in
them.
her house, no?
You gotta drink
I
your
don't
warm
know.
tea and think of them. And send them good energy for their healing and protection. You hear me?
Yes.
You gotta stop hurting yourself and putting yourself in harm's way. You hear me?
Do you like the way you look?
Of course, I love myself, Donasi.
No, but when you see who you are now in the mirror, do you like what you see in the mirror?
I am your mom. I am Donati's mom. I am a woman of color.
I'm confused what she's trying to get out of that.
Why do you say that, you know? Why do you question that?
Apparently, she would do like lives like this. It wasn't like just the one life. Like
go
she
to
would
the
do
multiple times.
lives.
You gotta get yourself
Yeah.
out.
Okay, Mama.
I'll help you.
Like,
You want me to
basically,
help
you know
Yes,
how like
I promise you we'll
influencers
sleep
do
tonight.
it, that they set up like their
Yeah.
phones
You gotta
and they
sleep.
just kind of
Yes.
talk to like
Every night.
Yes, every
the-
night,
well, yeah, the
infinitely,
viewers.
infinitely,
She would do that,
infinitely,
basically.
You gotta
infinitely,
wake up with
infinitely,
the sun.
infinitely. I will, Mom. I will.
You gotta wake up with the sun and go to sleep when it gets dark. You're not to be going out with people that you don't know. Gotta be safe. You know? Stay grounded.
Her mom said that she like when she brought it up to her that she was getting abused, that she took them out of that. That's I need to. What was her name? Oh, this is in California?
Yeah.
That one. Which one is I need a video. I want a video.
What video?
Welcome to our YouTube channel, J News TV, where we drop about latest news, content to license online, known as Twitter before. Over 100 shocking acts and unbelievable scenes to the engagement.
Okay, this is like a weird video. This says Facebook Live of video.
Una mujer que presuntamente fue apuñalada hasta la muerte por su hija mientras lo transmitía en Facebook ha sido identificada por la división del forense de la oficina del sheriff del condado
More
de
AI.
Marin.
Yes, there's a lot of
Olivia
AI
Beltran
now.
Pacheco, de 55 años, fue apuñalada mortalmente el lunes y su hija, Tonan.
No. Okay, dime tu historia.
No tengo de historia, solamente que yo te estoy diciendo que si yo hubiera sabido que Benji Rodríguez te estaba lastimando a ti y a tu hermano, yo no hubiera estado ahí. Yo te escuché a ti cuando me dijiste, ya no regresamos con él. Siento mucho que las lastimó, Nancy. Ya no.
Yeah, right there in the beginning, she says that. And she's like, or she apologizes to her that guy did that to her and her sister, and that she's like, they left.
Yeah, so they did leave, but I guess she was mentally unstable, basically. The daughter, not the mom, the daughter.
Yeah.
Siento muy agradecida.
Because like they
de
would
tener-
say that she couldn't sleep and like all of that stuff. And I had seen that apparently like the day before, like a day before, she had like basically she was in a car pursuit, and so
The
they
daughter?
impounded her car. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And that the mom had taken her to go pick up the car, basically. And she
woman
obviously
accused-
was in jail too. And that the police didn't want to let her go because they were saying that she was she was mentally unstable to drive and be out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to freaking find that video.
He wants to start organizing his clothes right now. This child. This child.
Oh, I found it. I'll send it to
Nice.
you. Yeah.
I was about to say, why is it muted?
The 28-year-old Tenantzin Oris Beltran from Breaking news is a woman has been arrested after live streaming herself stabbing her mother to death on Facebook. The 28-year-old Tenantzin Oris Beltran from California, just hours before the murder, went with her mom to a Santa Rosa police station to get back her car after it was impounded following a police chase. And she was somehow allowed to leave even after an officer said she was too mentally unstable to drive, and she filmed herself waving an open pocket knife. Cops were then called at about 5 p.m. on Monday after Beltran filmed the attack and stabbing of her 55-year-old mother in their home. They said initial calls of the incident came from both witnesses at the scene and those who viewed the Facebook Live video. Authorities then found the daughter on a balcony holding a knife in her hand, standing next to a stabbed female victim and her clothes soaked in blood. Her mother was rushed to the hospital in critical condition but later succumbed to her injuries, and Beltran was arrested on one count of murder and is being held without bail at the Marin County Jail, and a motive for the crime is still under investigation. Rest in peace to Olivia Beltran, and as always, I'll keep you guys updated.
Dang.
Yeah, that's fucking sad.
It is. It's like the mom left. The mom listened to her. And, like, you know, there's so many kids who go through this situation and wish their parents hear them out. And they don't.
Yeah.
And this girl's mom did. And I get it. I get it. It's hard to cope with stuff in life sometimes. And sometimes there's never going back to being, I guess, normal. But at least her mom tried. Like, at least that's the thing. Her mom tried.
Yeah, her mom did try. But like I said, I think she has something, like there's something mentally wrong with her. So she just kind of like, I guess she couldn't really differentiate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, it's my mom's fault for putting me in this position, you know, type of deal. Which sucks. It's sad. Like, I don't think the mom deserved it. I wish like the mom would have gotten her help somehow, but like, you know, shit happens.
I like a Lady Princess Sparkle is in my favorite.
Sparkle. Oh, Shawty Bay.
She needs to cosplay as her, but
oh my god. Has she? No, huh?
No. That she will win Halloween for sure with that costume. Like if everybody, like if people look like a certain character, I think you should dress up as them, because at the end of the day, you're just somebody's gonna want to take pictures with you, and you never know how many people at the end of the day will want to take pictures with you, and you might become famous.
I know. Oh my gosh,
know.
it does look like
I could lead her into like a role or something.
Yeah.
Never know. Never know.
You never know.
Dude,
Isn't that why she got famous? Because like she was doing a dance and like somebody called her like a glitter princess sparkle or whatever.
I have
and then it
no
just blew
clue.
up.
I have no clue. I've always wondered, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll go for her.
I find her. She's what?
You find her what?
Oh, I find their whole drama stuff interesting. I don't know, because it's like they just, I don't know, it's so funny. It's so weird how they just post their drama like all live, like nothing. It's like they're doing like a reality TV show, but in real life, you know? Like
Yeah.
they think that they are in a reality TV show, but it's not a reality TV show. And they're all
Yeah.
doing like, they do like those camera confession type of, I don't know, it's so interesting how they do it. But
Right
it's
now she's
entertaining.
in some tea. Cause
With
okay, so she lives with this guy,
the
and
abuelito guy.
like, yes, so Lito, right? He's the owner of the house, and it's
He's the
Shadi
owner?
Bay.
I thought they were
Yeah,
like
apparently.
renting or something.
No, I think he's buying it. Apparently,
Uh-huh.
because he said like my name is in the mortgage or whatever. Okay, so
Oh,
she lives
wait.
with Wilito.
For whoever doesn't know who Shadi Bay is, this is Shadi Bay.
Yeah, Shadi Bay.
Shadi Bay.
She doesn't. She does Spanish,
One
right?
time
Like
for the birth.
Spanish chisme type of TikToks.
I think both, like,
Oh no, yeah, she speaks English too. Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
remember
both.
now. Okay.
But Shadi Bay.
So recently, right? So
Uh-huh.
Wilito got a house, and I guess he offered her to like move in, right?
Yeah.
So it was gonna be, I think the house has 5 rooms. So it was gonna be Wilito's master bedroom,
Uh-huh.
his game room, her glam room, and then like a friend, right? Like somebody like was gonna live there with them.
So many rooms
So
for her.
well, they each have 2 rooms except the
Ah,
one
okay.
guy. So
Yeah,
she
yeah.
has the glam room and her main room. He has his room and his gaming room. Because he does Twitch apparently too.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, she has a friend, his name is Josebe, right? And he speaks like her a lot. I don't know if it's because they like hang out with each other too much, but he speaks like her. So she's like, "Oh, I can't leave Jose behind," right?
Yeah.
So Wilita was like, "Okay, I'll give you one of my rooms, and that way you could still have 2 rooms, right?" That's the backstory. Now, this was like probably like a week ago, but her sister was on live with multiple people talking shit about her,
Uh-huh.
basically saying that she doesn't think that it's right that Abuelito's charging her so much, that she's telling her family that Abuelito's charging her, and that basically that she doesn't agree with, like, because Shadi has an OnlyFans, right? And that apparently she doesn't agree with Shadi having an OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, like, her friends got onto the lives. Like, she never got onto the lives, but her friends got onto the live and were like, why are you saying all this stuff? Like, you're just jealous because you would like to have this life. You know, you're just jealous because of this. You're jealous because of that. Like, they were just throwing out receipts. And basically, they brought up a point basically saying that like Shadi Bay's sister, I forgot her name, but apparently she
I
had
think it's
asked
like
her for money.
Jennifer.
Jennifer or Jessica, no? One of those two?
Oh my god. Don't get me started with those names, but something like that, yeah.
Well,
It's,
whatever. The sister, right?
yeah.
Apparently had asked Shadi for money, and Shadi has said no because she never had like a good relationship with her. And that apparently that was the reason why she was out there talking about her, because you know she knew she was gonna get publicity about it, and she was
Oof.
gonna get money for it. And I was like, damn, that's fucking sucks. Like, imagine your family talking shit about you. Like, that's crazy. Crazy. I feel bad for her, but I'm like, damn.
Hopefully her family doesn't try to offer one day for her monies.
I know.
That'd be,
Seriously. Her mom apparently took all her money too
oof.
from her bank
That's a
account
crime
once.
right
Yeah.
there. I think the same thing happened with like Bad Baby. Like her mom stole all her money. Well, her mom was in charge of her money, and then she spent it all on who knows what. And that shit sucks. It's
Damn.
like you have these kids. Like, oh, I guess I don't know. I wouldn't know about Shadi Babe being if she's trouble, but like you know how like Bad Baby, she was like on Dr. Phil, and she was like as put as this troubled teenager, but then like afterwards, she's come a long way. Like I think she gives out like money for people to go to college, something
Oh
like
yeah.
that. She does something like a nonprofit thing like that. She also exposed that ranch that where Dr. Phil sent her, where she was getting I guess to reform her and how they actually like abuse kids and everything like that. It's
Yeah.
insane, and she's come a long way.
She's pregnant.
Is she?
Yeah, she's pregnant with her first baby.
That's craziness.
I'm happy for her because she has changed a lot, though. She has.
She went from troubled teen to non-troubled teen. Well, I guess mature person.
To mature adult.
Yes. We love to see the growth. Am I ever gonna be like that? Who knows?
Linda.
Teehee, teehee.
He's right.
Oh yeah. I think we go with today's episode.
Let's raid Christine. She's online.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, she was playing that fucking game we played, Linda.
Oh, Fear Therapy. She was playing it.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was playing it. I had her tabbed on like my computer. I was like, I need to have her tabbed.
Oh.
Right now she's playing Apex. But yeah.
We miss Cookie's reactions. You guys play Fear Therapy.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I mean, we could like plan it with her and Cookie. Like now that they have it, it's 5 players.
Yes.
You know, so
Yes.
we'll tell her like we need to plan this because she did say that like when she was back, she was gonna plan it or something, or we were gonna plan something.
Okay.
So maybe Friday.
That works. Yeah.
We'll have to talk to her about it.
Yes. And then, can you do the read? Oui. Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. You me asustaste. I was like, no way. This thing
Sorry.
stopped.
Well, you guys, we will be getting off. We're going to Christine. You can do this. You're doing the stream, right? Or do I have to do it?
I could rate her. Just let me know.
Okay. But yeah, we'll see you guys next Monday now. We're doing Daily Gossip on Mondays now. I need to switch the thingy and the ending screen. We need to edit stuff. But yeah, good night, you guys.
Good night. Bye. Go say hi to Christine.
Put lots of likes in the chat. Like.
Yes. Lots of. Bye.